Hey everybody, and welcome to the List Critics End of 2014 special. Because the world actually ended in 2012, and we're all just fucking with you.
Oh no!
Do you guys remember that in 2012? Oh, the world's gonna end. The Mayans predicted it.
Yeah, I believe it was the second coming of Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
Oh god.
You need to stop that, man.
Yeah.
Well, now that it's nearly 2015, I think everybody can shut the fuck up about that.
It'll be the next thing, you know. Whatever the next special date is, 2020.
Well, no, the 2012 thing is funny because of the end of the Mayan calendar, but the Mayan calendar did not have leap years in it. So when you account all the leap days, it actually, the world should have ended like way earlier.
Maybe it did.
Well, that's why we're here doing List Critics.
Yeah.
It's all a dream. List Critics is just part of the heavens.
And we didn't get to do List Critics 2 last month, but we're going to do like one long episode with the three of us and just have some fun, you know.
Triple the fun.
Triple the fun.
Well, the
And we're going to start off with our Tumblr Gets Deep feature here. Completedjeans.com.
Love it.
Yeah. So, let's start off. There's 19 entries this time. And this first one is from Jeff Wysacki. No, I'm sorry, that was who posted the thing. Fangirl Dragon posts a picture of like her hand, and she put plaster on her fingers for some unknowable reasons. And oh no, I'm sorry, it was Mark-Ela. She writes, LMAO, I put plaster on my fingers. YGHE replies, what if that's what they did in Greece and Rome, and all those statues are actually dead people covered in plaster? Well, because they look so realistic. And Fangirl Dragon replies with, write a book.
That's a little creepy. What if the plaster is, I don't know, for protection?
Yeah, it's preserved them. They're very preserved mummies.
Mm.
Okay, let's see. Desire the Positive writes, I want to open a really angry coffee shop called I'm Not a Morning Person, and name all the drinks really angrily, like, can I get a fuck you, or I'm studying for finals, or my in-laws are in town. And they all have shots of tequila in them. Who wants to be my business partner?
Me!
I'm going.
Can I get a fuck you? And then the whole place goes, fuck you!
Yeah. I like that idea. Okay. Official Sam Winchester writes, do you ever put on a shirt and look in the mirror and go, no, this does not represent the full potential of my boobs?
Wow!
We have to ask Tanya here, because she's the only one with boobs of note.
Well...
You can't all have perky little tits like Jessie.
You want to maximize your boobage count, you know?
Yeah.
If you want to, if you're really a max...
Have you ever put on a shirt, look in the mirror and go, no, this does not represent the full potential of my boobs?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe not in those exact words, but that sentiment?
The sentiment, yeah.
I showed that to Hitomi. I showed it, and she goes, well, I don't have that problem because they're average size. And I go, there's no such thing as average boobs. They're all amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Aerolus writes, DREAM, dogs run everywhere around me.
Oh.
Dream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Dogs run everywhere around me.
Should be the name of a song.
That's it. Well, yeah. Lord Eddard Stark writes, where do boys get off thinking they're better than girls? Have you seen the difference in PowerPoint project quality?
Oh my god.
The thing is, I
Are you
have...
serious?
It's so true, too. So true. Viddy Loves Cookies writes, am I wet? Am I on my period? Did I pee my pants? Next on What the Fuck is Going On Down There?
Oh, man.
I had another
New
one
on Netflix.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on down there?
A lot can go on down there. I'll just say that. Yeah.
Well. Era writes, attractive people, a poem. You are attractive. How and why? Stop being attractive. I'm going to cry.
Oh, it's a little self-reflection there.
A little bit, yeah. Soul Punk... I don't know how you even say that. Well, this person writes, science side of Tumblr, why am I emo? And Jaspers Forever writes, your black skinny jeans.
Okay.
Jesse gets it.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's a pun.
Yep.
Oh.
Flynn writes, Remember when people choked on cinnamon to entertain the internet?
Oh, God.
Yeah, cinnamon challenge.
Yes.
Oh, they that can be done. They did it on MythBusters, so.
Yeah,
I've done it before.
You done a cinnamon challenge?
You just gotta wait.
Yeah, Tanya can't say the word cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
No, she can't say it. It's impossible for Tanya to say cinnamon.
Yeah, I can't say
cinnamon
correctly, apparently.
You heard that?
Yep.
Cinnamon, she says.
Cinnamon.
Yeah. You know, they showed it in MythBusters. What you got to do is you got to put it in your cheek like it's chewing tobacco, and sort of slowly integrate it into your mouth.
Maybe Tanya has that condition like that dude on South Park that couldn't say planetarium.
Well, there's 3 words Tanya can't say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Cinnamon, statistics, and flamingo.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, I say cinnamon, mufflingo, and statistics.
Now, to be fair, statistics is not the easiest word to say. It's like a little tongue twister wrapped in a tiny little word.
Mm-hmm.
But flamingo...
Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue.
I got those mufflingos there.
I don't say it's not mufflingo, it's mufflingo.
Exactly. Anyway, the anti-90s movement writes, regular person, oh, it's 3:13. Jock, do you mean 3 days, 16 hours, 26 minutes, and approximately 32 seconds before the big game?
Wow. That was like epic machismo right there.
That guy needs a punch in the ball.
Yeah.
Right in the ball.
Yep.
One ball.
Dogapult writes, college is so weird, like you give people a bunch of money to provide a service that just stresses you out and makes you poor, so that hopefully one day they'll give you a piece of paper that says you're qualified to earn all that money back. This is too much, I need a drink.
That's college.
Yeah.
Oh, God, so true.
Drarna writes, before blaming others, think, what's the one constant in all your failed relationships? It's that cursed Egyptian amulet. Why do you even have that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, they went in a different direction there.
Cursed Egyptian. Oh, boy.
Okay, so somebody posts a picture of an iPad that somebody cracked an egg on it for some reason, right? and Thala550 posts the picture and writes mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah. Your waifu writes, what? Diamond CLS replies, mac and cheese. Squidid replies, that's an egg. And then Unicorn writes, no, that's an iPad.
Wait, what?
I don't think that one is Tumblr Gets Deep. I think that one's Tumblr Gets Stoned.
Yeah?
Yeah, nowhere in there is there cheese, unless you're talking about the cheese of the situation.
I guess so, yeah.
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 Alright, Mindstuck writes, someone right now could be thinking dirty thoughts about you. Right now. Tardy Sex replies with, I encourage those who are to share them with me.
I bet.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Make a Tumblr about it.
Yeah, or don't.
Or don't.
That would be even better. Okay, Totally Fubar writes, my girlfriend is on a cruise, so while she's gone, I'm going to cut the sleeves off all my shirts. Night Star Galaxy replies with, why? Totally Fubar replies with, she's pretty much 85% of my impulse control.
Wow.
So I guess she'd be the one to tell him, that's not a really good idea. Why are you doing that? You're an idiot.
Go lay down.
What is this, the late 90s?
Yuck.
Taking the sleeves off your shirts.
The Angel That Fell for Dean writes, that moment of intimacy with the person who adjusts your seatbelt on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Although these days they don't really have seatbelts. They have that harness thing.
Aw.
Yeah.
The old days.
Yeah, right. The old days when it was completely unsafe. You could die.
Right now.
Courtney Loved Cobain writes, August, September, Halloween, November, December. Benny T. Cumberbatch writes, I think you mean August, September, Halloween, Turkey, Christmas. Ginger Batch Addict writes, I believe it's spelled hot as balls, fuck it at school again, Halloween, Turkey, Christmas.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm not done here. Cat Derps writes, don't forget New Year's, Forever Alone, Windy as Fuck, Shit It's Raining, Allergies, Oh Hey It's Actually Decent, Wait Never Mind. And Tahunicorn writes, and a partridge in a pear tree.
And a beer in a tree.
I like that last one. That was good.
Yeah. Okay, that drum corps guy writes, that drum corps guy writes, if it excites you and scares the crap out of you at the same time, that probably means you should probably do it. Arcade9 writes, time to fuck a blender. And that drum corps guy replies with, wait, no.
Okay, now, since you're guys, I have to ask, what went through your mind as soon as you heard that?
My dick receded into my abdomen.
Yes, it pretty much went out the back of me for a brief moment.
Okay, so this is Jesse Lacey Panties, posts a picture of, I guess this is on their deck, a deer laying on, like, their dog bed, and they post, wait, well, this is not my dog.
This is not my dog.
And then the reply comes, whose dog is it? Another reply, it's not a dog, it's a kangaroo. And then another reply, that is not a kangaroo.
Oh my god!
That was more of Tumblr gets stupid.
Yeah. There's no deepness there. It's a deer on a dog bed.
Unless you're talking about deep stupidity.
Deep thoughts. Jack Handy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's kind of what this is like. All very entertaining, though. Out of 19, I'm going to go 17 on this. What do you say, Tanya?
I'm going to say 18.
Jesse?
I'm going to give it a 16.
There you go. 7A9. All right. Let's do another one from Pleated Jeans. This is 16 Twitter jokes everyone should read.
Hooray.
He always reacts like that, but these are always funny, so.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this one's from Rad Kyle at Kyle McDowell 86. Walks into school and grabs the intercom. It's all lies. You'll never use math in real life. Subtract math from your lives!
Wow.
That was well acted.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was.
Well, they said there's got to be fighting noises, so I started hitting the microphone. Oh, my God.
I felt like I was back in school. Oh, God.
I hope not. Slam Squat Thrust at Gree Gone writes, Obama steps to the podium, Wynn teasing his long, beautiful hair. When I'm done with ISIS, they're going to be called Was. Reporters Riot.
Reporters Riot.
Can you imagine Obama with long hair?
No.
That's hard to imagine.
It is hard to imagine.
Urple
Trying to imagine
Pingo
Obama
at Urple
saying
Pingo. I'm sorry, go ahead, Jesse.
I was just trying to imagine Obama saying such things, like making a witty retort.
There's nothing witty about him.
Yeah.
Be like, let me be clear. At Urple Pingo writes, at interview for a waiter job, well, I feel I bring a lot to the table.
Ba-dum-bum.
Oh, come on. Really?
I like it.
El Gomez at El Gomez writes, good cop, tell us where the drugs are. Bad cop, so we can do them. Good cop, wait, what, no? Vegan cop, I am a vegan. Good cop, who keeps inviting you?
Okay, that actually made me feel
I kind of wish it had just stopped at I am a vegan.
Yeah, right.
Here's the vegan cop again.
Randy Lawson at Randy Lawson writes, if you think I'm overdramatic, just remember that Candy Crush calls itself a saga.
Now a soda saga.
Ugh.
Yeah, there's a sequel.
Well, everything they do is a saga. They have a lot of saga games. I hate that they think that they can trademark the word saga. They have yet to do a game about Vikings.
Didn't some RPG already call itself Saga?
You mean like Unlimited Saga or
back
Saga
on the Game
Frontier?
Boy?
Yeah.
Okay, Slick at Fan of Hell writes, me, just chilling with a cigarette and a piece of straw in my mouth. Guy, wow, could you get any cooler? Me, adds a toothpick.
Oh,
Toothpick.
boss. And then puts the sunglasses on the toothpick.
The sunglasses drop down from the sky and land on them, you know.
And then all of a
that's
sudden
perfect.
you hear that
Deal with it.
steel music, you know?
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Mike F. at Animal Drums writes, don't worry about it, man. It could have happened to anyone. For instance, that guy. If he fucked up like you did, it would have happened to him.
True.
True.
Except it wouldn't have been you.
Exactly. Genuflect at Genuflect writes, "Are you in this photo? That's me in the corner. Where? In the spotlight. What are you doing? Losing my religion. Damn it, Stipe, not again."
Halfway through, I was like, "Oh, here it comes."
Yeah. Broga Pants at Crunk Dumpster writes, "Pretty cool now that we have mustaches above our eyebrows." We do.
Yeah.
Well.
We have mustaches above our eyebrows.
But no.
Above our eyeballs, rather. Yeah, but we have mustaches above our eyeballs.
No, you can't say that.
It's been said, Tanya.
Tanya, have you gotten your mustache wax lately?
Yeah, maybe she needs the mustache cream.
Error!
Christmas Brandon at Untresser writes, "It's not in the Bible, but it's widely known that Jesus regifted the myrrh and frankincense."
Oh, snap.
Saggy Boggs at Saggy Boggs writes, "Vampire dies because he can't resist dipping his pizza crust in that Papa John's garlic sauce."
Oh, man.
I just want to say something to all the fast food pizza eaters out there. Pizza is not meant to be dipped in anything. It's meant to be dipped in your mouth.
Yeah, it's supposed to, mouth.
You eat it.
Yeah.
A crust should stand on its own.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thinebear at Thinebear says, "Baby says its first word." Excuse me, I was talking.
Okay.
Imagine you say your first words and you're like, "Oh," and then they're like, "Oh, thanks for interrupting me, asshole."
Excuse me, I was talking.
Excuse me?
Christmas Spice at Beard Spice writes, "Welcome to the Hotel California. One room. Such a lovely place. Okay. Such a lovely face. Can you just... Plenty of room at the Hotel California." Brandon from school at Baked Brotatoes writes, Olive Garden. "Shh, table 3 has his mouth full. Tiffany, go ask him if he needs a refill. Go, go, go!"
Oh my God.
That's every restaurant ever.
Every restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some places where you don't get any service whatsoever.
Those are the places you don't go to. Well, I've been to places where you can only seem to get service when you're, like, either talking to someone at the table or your mouth is full or something.
I swear.
Yeah.
I swear they come over when your mouth is full so that you can't say anything to them.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Shauna at Golden Gate Blonde writes, "Now that Christmas music starts in October, Jesus is like that annoying girl who celebrates her birthday for weeks."
I know a couple of those, believe me.
That's so true.
Oh my God.
So true, yeah. And finally, Eli Terry at Eli Terry writes, "Top places to do karate in front of. Number 1, sunset. Number 2, crashing waves. Number 3, dad's grave as the casket is lowered. Number 4, new stepdad's face. And number 5, Quiznos."
Quiznos. Out of all that, we got Quiznos.
Quiznos. Well, that's only the 5th best place to do karate in front of.
Yeah, I've just pictured like in front of what your dad's grave as
the casket is lowered.
Just doing awesome, sweet karate moves.
Yeah, yeah. That's the 3rd best place to do karate.
Quiznos.
Oh God.
All right, these are all very funny. Out of 16, I'm gonna go 15 on this one. Jesse, what you say you?
I'm right there with you on a 15.
Tanya?
14.
14, okay. And I got one more here from Pleated Jeans. This is actually another Twitter jokes thing. Since we enjoy it so much.
140 characters of hilarity.
Why not? Oh, hold on a second, guys. I gotta adjust my seat here. Fucking thing. There we go. Alright, so starting off with Albro at Broman Council writes, "It always annoys me when people refer to depression as battling demons because what I have sucks, and battling demons would be cool as hell."
Yeah, whenever I picture battling demons, it's usually with some awesome epic music happening.
Yeah, it'd be like Doom, right?
Doom.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan Mentos at Dan Mentos writes, "I'll have a rum and Coke. Is Pepsi okay? Sure, whatever." Hands you a Pepsi and Coke. Talk about missing the point there, huh? I'd be pissed.
Pepsi.
Brandon the Cow at Bram Persandon writes, tightens straps on electric chair. Any last words? I think male oysters should be called boysters. Oh my god, will someone throw the damn switch?
Boysters.
That's terrible. That's like something you would say.
Or broisters.
Yeah.
If they're bros.
Roasters. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice Hippo at Nicest Hippo writes, notices zipper is down. Oh my god! Zips it up. Friend. Thanks, but next time just tell me and I'll do it myself.
Nice. That's when you high five.
Yeah. You know, you can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Unless you're an asshole.
Right.
Unless you're an asshole.
Yeah. You don't want to pick his asshole.
Well, you could, if you're into that. Okay, yeah. Pepper Doctor at IRL Pepper MD writes, Dad only calls you nicknames because he doesn't know your real one. Shut up. Yes, he does. Dad walks in. Hey there, sport.
Who is he? Great Gatsby? Oh, no, that's sport. Damn it.
Yeah. Damn it! Jomny Sun at Johnny Sun writes, at government office. Hi, yes, my social security number isn't working. I've never once felt secure in a social situation.
What?
I love these play on words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Platypus King at Dildos writes, wakes up. Oh, my head. What did I do last night? Flashback to me going to sleep. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's me every fucking day.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. God, I went to bed.
You know?
I went to bed. All right. Dan Polish last name at Jan13 writes, shakes your hand horizontally instead of vertically so you'll know you're for a relationship with challenges that will make you stronger. Either that or just so you know you met a really weird bird right there.
Yeah.
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 Some kind of exercise, like...
Who knows? Lady at Lady Broseph writes, is it okay to break up by text if you've only been married 2 years?
Holy shit, man!
What a way to go.
Oh, that's what funny. That reminds me of this like text thing I saw where the guy was like, it's over, and then the girl's like, what, you asshole, fuck you, I've been sleeping with all your friends anyway, and he's like, I meant the movie is over. She's like, oh, how was it? And he goes, fuck you.
I'm out. Drops the mic.
Said, and writes, I won't be at why. Looks at hamsters in tinfoil suits of armor ready for medieval battle reenactments. Heart attack. Cullen Crawford at Hello Cullen writes, 7-year resume gap marked not drugs.
Well, that's good.
Not drugs.
Now that you told us that, all our concerns are gone, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
All those not drugs you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bid at IBid78 writes, table for 2, please. Do you have reservations, sir? Well, I don't know if I'm ready to date again. I've been hurt before. King Rainhead at King Rainhead writes, me, when other people get sick, it's probably because they're awful lifestyle. Me, when I get sick, why do bad things happen to good people?
Well.
Person's an asshole.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At Shut Up Mike Ginn writes, the older you get, the more holidays become about keeping your father off a ladder.
Aw. That guy's got some serious problems.
Yeah.
No, I think they, like, oh, I gotta put the Christmas lights, Dad, no.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's a big fat second note.
Yeah.
This year, 1,000 lights.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's enough. Yeah, no, Dad, no. Felipe, I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. At Philly Yuck writes, looks up from phone. Sorry, I was watching the new Star Wars trailer. What? I said, how does your client plead?
That one.
Oh my.
I can see that happening.
It'd be funny if the judge was like, wait, there's a new Star Wars trailer, and then he takes out his phone.
You know?
And then everybody takes out their phone.
Yeah.
Just take out their phone, you know.
Out of 15, Jesse, what say you?
Out of 15, some of them were just like, alright, 12.
I thought these were better than the other. I'm going to give it a 15. What do you say, Tanya?
I'm actually going to go a little lower than Jesse. I'm going to say 11.
Oh my, you guys are harsh. You guys are harsh. Well, I got a really fun one planned here that you guys are going to love this one. This is from Dipley. And originally it's from Reddit. But it's compiled by Dipley. Somebody on Reddit asks, what is the most George Costanza reason that you've broken up with someone?
These were great.
I can't wait to hear this.
We're all Seinfeld fans here, so this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here's the first one. This is from Shaky Jake. It was 4 days before my birthday, and she said she was going to get me a gift. I knew I couldn't break up with her for at least 30 days after accepting the gift, and I wasn't willing to make 34-day commitment to the relationship.
That's looking at it rather scientifically.
Well, that's something George would do, right?
Of course.
Absolutely. White Hair writes, she'd wait until she had the bartender's attention and then start to decide what she wanted to drink.
Yeah.
Ah.
I think it's a legit reason. What an asshole. Like, seriously?
I've known women to do that too, by the way.
It's horrible.
Oh, why?
I
Like, she gets the bartender's attention, she's like, okay, what do I want?
I had a girlfriend. We were together for about 2 weeks, and she did that, and drove me insane. It did.
That really, I don't think it's a George thing. I think that's an everybody thing.
Hence the 2-week limit there.
Yeah, exactly.
The Laser Beast writes, she walked like a T-Rex.
Yep.
She walks like a T-Rex, Jerry! What does a T-Rex walk like? Like this! Well, I wouldn't put up with that either.
It's like that woman that wouldn't wave her arms when she walked.
Wave her arms when she walked, yeah.
That's funny. Marek writes, I hung in there for like 2 years. The thing that did me in, she made noises, like all the time, and then giggled to herself. She'd sit down in a chair. Plop, hee-hee. She'd fluff up a pillow. Foof, 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 hee-hee. She'd use the TV remote. Pew, pew. Hee-hee. We'd eat out. Crunch, crunch, hee-hee.
Oh, can I break up with her?
That sounds...
I wanna date this girl so I could dump her.
That sounds so damn annoying. It really does.
Can you imagine the sex? Slosh, slosh, queef, hee-hee.
Slosh, slosh.
Squeak!
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Slosh, slosh, come, sadness.
That should be a hashtag. Slosh queef.
Hashtag queef. Oh, did y'all see South Park, by the way?
Yeah.
Wasn't that
No.
awesome?
I have not yet.
Oh, okay, we
Oh,
can't
the
spoil it for
Holograms
Jesse,
are
though.
No.
Season finale's out. Alright. Call Me Snake 13 writes, she was putting mustard on her fries by applying it to her hand first and then rubbing it all over the fries.
Ew.
Then she licked the mustard off her hand. You would never, ever think that she would do this by looking at her or by speaking to her.
Jeez.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's just...
That is a really bizarre... That's like George... It's like more of a Jerry thing where he's dating this girl that seems perfect and then he sees her doing that and it's like ruined forever.
It's like the man hands.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Man.
Remember when he was dating the girl who was like pretty much perfect but he couldn't get over the fact that she might have had like fake boobs?
Oh yeah, they're real and they're
And they're amazing.
spectacular. Or amazing. Whatever.
The Napes Hotel wrote, his head was too small, like freakish shrunken head small. He was a big dude, 6'4", 200 pounds, with this tiny child-sized head that I can completely wrap my tiny girl hounds around. My friend still called him Tiny Head Paul. I hope he found someone to love in that petite noggin of his.
I actually knew a guy that had a build like that, you know? It is kind of weird, you know? It's like, okay.
Well, if you have a small head to begin with, you should probably not get into bodybuilding. It's just going to look more and more ridiculous as time goes on.
Yeah, you want to form the rest of your body to the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Happily Bitter writes, when she watched shows on DVR, she wouldn't fast forward through the commercials.
Wow. Okay, that's a George reason.
Yeah, very much so.
Yes. It's also annoying as hell.
City Limbs writes, I broke up with a girl because her apartment was an 8th floor walk-up.
Ooh, 8th floor only walk-up.
That is a George thing, because he'd be, Jerry'd be, why'd you dump her? Why'd you break up? Ah, too much walking.
I would kill to be on those stairs again. And then
It was
the
too
next day.
far.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to climb a mountain every day, Jerry. I said I'd climb a mountain for not a 8-story building.
All right. And Easy writes, one day I realized she looks like Paul Dano, and I couldn't unsee it. That was it.
Oh, jeez.
Paul Dano?
Paul Dano.
Who's Paul Dano?
Well, it's a guy, so what does that tell you?
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, you never know. There could be ladies out there named Paul.
No, there can't. It's not allowed.
I've never met one, but hey, you know.
I know a girl named Sean, but that's as far as it goes. And even that's very weird.
She into Cheetos?
No. This is a co-worker. I say writes, she would constantly say the names of stores we passed by while driving. Jiffy Lube, a Spencer's, Jimboree. That's how she would say it. Well, that's irritating.
I used to do that when I was very little.
Yeah, I think I did that as a kid, too. And
Yeah,
I
I
was
did
like,
as
oh,
a kid.
shut up already, you know?
Mm-hmm.
God, that's annoying.
Okay. This one's bizarre. Orange Moon writes, he didn't take off his underwear during sex ever.
How does that even work?
Does he just put it through that little slip?
I would imagine that he's wearing boxers and he just, like, pokes it through that little...
Yeah.
Okay, I want to tell Orange Moon, if you're listening, probably actually a woman and was using a dildo.
Oh, you know?
Yeah.
You ever see that movie, Boys Don't Cry?
Yes.
Yeah. You know,
Ooh.
that's actually, yeah.
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 That was a trans person.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there would be a lot of noticeable friction.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
That was a trans person.
Yeah, that was a trans
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
There would
All
be
right.
so much chafing.
Oh, God. Anyway, Condimentia writes, his toenails were so long they clicked on the floor like a dog. That's not a reason to dump somebody. That's a reason to go at them with a toenail clipper.
I
Get
would
a mani-pedi.
I would
Or not.
still be at them with a toenail clipper. Oh God.
All right. Oh, by the way, there's 28 of these. We're up to number 13.
Ooh.
We were at a... Oh, this one. Oh, my God. This is terrible, you guys. This is terrible. Prepare yourselves for this. Two-Headed Koi 2 writes, we're at a local brewery, and she looks as though she's about to cry. I ask her what the problem is, and she mentions that they don't have any vegan options. They have plenty of vegetarian options that allow you to substitute for vegan cheese, so I suggest that. At this point, tears are rolling down her cheek. I ask if she has another place in mind, and she immediately perks up. We head over to that restaurant, and she orders fish tacos.
What?
I think I just felt my brain slip out of my skull.
Well, put it...
Ugh.
Fish isn't vegan, you... Cunt!
Oh
Oh
my...
my!
I was
Why?
trying not to say it, but...
I'm at a loss for words.
I
That is not a George Costanza. That anybody would dump that idiot.
think
Oh.
can we say IQ of earwax? Can we say
Dude,
that?
that person's about as sharp as a hammer, right?
The IQ of a sausage.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. She's vegan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Supposedly vegan. All right. Maybe she's not vegan, but she was just really upset that they don't have vegan options.
Yeah, like, they're people, too.
Okay. All right. This next one. This next one I think might be Andrew's mom. She would constantly talk, specifically during the dialogue of movies. In scenes where nobody was talking, silence. Then as soon as somebody started talking, did you read about that article on shea butter in the paper?
Okay, you know who that is? That's Steph.
Stephanie, yeah, I figured you were going to say that.
Yeah, that's Steph.
That's annoying.
Never watch a movie with her. She's always interrupting every single scene, except for when nobody's talking.
That's irritating.
Yeah.
Maybe that was Steph in that. Who knows?
You mean one of those people who's like, who's that guy? What's going on? And then when there's like, somebody's reading or something, they're very polite.
Yeah. Okay, she would always say how much she loved to travel, but has never been outside of California. retweeting, reblogging, Instagram, everything about her travels to the grocery store or my travels to Yosemite. I ended it because I said I needed space. The last thing she said to me was, good luck on your travels. That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
How much space? Just enough space to get to the grocery store and back.
Oh, good lord. Broseph Kennedy writes, the voice she used to baby talk her dog was insufferable. Occasionally she would use it on me, but not for a lot. Then one night she asked me, can I sucky on your dickie? It was the first and last time I turned down sexual activity. We broke up right then and there. Can you imagine sort of doing that in the dog voice? Can I sucky on your dickie?
I'm hearing it in my head.
It's not pleasant.
No, it's... like, no.
That would give me the opposite of an erection.
That would be a complete turnoff, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Anti-erection.
Anti-erection, that's a good one. There you go.
Anti-erection.
Okay, Cloud Jockey writes, I dated this girl who was the loudest eater I ever met. She constantly chewed with her mouth open and smacked her lips. God forbid if she really liked it. Then there came a litany of mms and noms as well. It was like dating the fucking Cookie Monster.
Cookie!
We need to find this girl and set her up with Andrew.
Match
Match made in heaven. Yeah. Don't do that. I just bristled. Okay, Beagle Power writes, I dated a girl for a short time based on a blind date. One night we were driving to dinner and I was telling a story. I ended it by saying it was funny as hell. She looked at me and asked, do you really think hell is funny? Awkward dinner was the last supper.
You know, that's a real place, guys.
Oh, God.
Number
19 from Ray Hey Hey writes, this was many, many years ago, probably 1992 or so. I was out shopping with a girl and we stopped at the Gap. She picked out a skirt and some pants or whatever, and when she went up to pay for them, the woman at the register asked her if she needed a pair of matching socks. My girlfriend happily said yes, and I thought that was totally unacceptable, that she could be so quickly and easily swayed to make yet another purchase. It was shocking to me. We broke up 2 days later. That is a very George Costanza thing.
Yeah.
That person's a dick. Maybe she just wanted socks. What's so bad about that?
Yeah, like, you know, you need socks. I mean, if it was like, how about another blouse to go with this? You know, like, well...
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that bad of a thing.
You know, I can almost hear George's voice, like, you had to go back for the new socks!
Number 20. She wouldn't stop wearing this stupid hat. Allow me to show you guys the picture that came with this.
Yeah, I want to see the hat.
This is pretty amazing.
Wow.
I didn't get anything.
Oh, you gotta look in the chat thing, dude.
Yeah, I don't have anything in the chat.
Are you looking at the conversation between me and you or the group conversation?
Group conversation.
Hold on, I'll Facebook it to you.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Experiencing Mac difficulties here. I just Facebooked
Mac
it to you.
difficulties. Hashtag Mac difficulties.
Mac problems.
Mac problems.
Hey, my phone just vibrated.
I hope you're not sitting on it.
I have it stored in a very special place.
That sounds like a personal issue there,
Jesse. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Did you get the damn thing?
That hat looks great on a psychopath.
Yeah.
Psychopath.
It's like she's wearing like a full Christmas wreath on her head.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like a gigantic bird's nest.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Bob Roberts' son writes, she wore the same deodorant as my mother does. Ooh, you know what? You don't want to be hugging and kissing on a girl and she smells like your mom. That's awkward.
It is a bit awkward. I can see that. But
yeah, but you could just like bring it up and you don't have to break up with her.
No, you just be like, hey, can you switch? You know?
Yeah.
But I like this kind. No. Really.
Yeah. Well, you just explain it, you know?
Yeah.
Then you could counter by wearing the same cologne as her dad and see how she reacts.
What if she's more into it?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, if she gets super turned on, then you break up with her.
Yeah.
Davy-saurus Rex writes, she walked too slow. We'd go out somewhere and walk down the street, and I'd turn around, and she's like 20 feet behind me. Dude, that could be an episode of Seinfeld, The Slow Walker. She was a slow walker, Jerry!
She's a slow walker, Jerry.
And the other thing is, what if she's just like not saying, hold on, like she just doesn't acknowledge that you're that far ahead?
Yeah, well, that's weird, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be funny if, like, George was dating the slow walker, right? And he always just walks and leaves her behind, and then nobody, like Jerry and Kramer and Elaine never meet this girl.
Because she's always so far behind.
And then they start to think that, like, she's imaginary and that he's making it up. She's a real person!
She's a real person!
Oh, I could so see. They need to make more Seinfeld.
I know, right?
Do the reunion. Let's get it going. We want, like, 3 more seasons.
4.
Get him out of jail already.
Well, they were only supposed to be in jail for a year. It's been like 20, so.
Oh.
Braffination writes, she refused to eat anything besides chicken nuggets and french fries. No substitutions. Not chicken tenders, not chicken strips. If we went somewhere without nuggets and fries, she would just order a Coke and watch me eat. I once made the mistake of cooking dinner for her. She took one bite and asked if I would be offended if she ran to McDonald's to get nugs and fries.
Nugs. Ugh.
And...
Is that girl that was in the news?
I was just gonna say, is she like
chicken nuggets?
Is she the chicken nugget lady? Is that what's going on here?
She's like the 17-year-old girl that ate nothing but chicken nuggets.
Would
All
all
sorts
die
of
or
health-
be highly malnourished?
She had some health problems from lack of vitamins. Yeah.
Well,
No matter what it is, you can't just eat one thing.
No, you gotta eat other
Yeah.
things.
unless it's human chow.
So she was very thin. She wasn't getting the nutrients she needed.
Chicken nuggets.
But I have this friend who pretty much exclusively would want chicken nuggets or tenders or strips of some kind.
They weren't, but this person's locked into the nuggets. They won't eat chicken strips or tenders.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense.
What is a tender anyway?
A tender?
Yeah. What constitutes a tender? Now we're having the Seinfeld discussion.
Okay, well, what constitutes a tender? Well, I can tell you. You know how a nugget obviously is oval shaped, you know, that type of thing. But a tender is where it's where it starts out oval shaped, but then it tapers off into like a tail. So that's your
You put way too much thought into this.
So it looks like a raindrop.
Kinda.
You put way too much thought into this.
I did.
You know what I think constitutes a tender?
What?
That they don't want to call it a nugget.
Or a strip.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, nuggets.
Well, I think a strip
smaller.
has a very particular shape to it. I showed that to Andrew, and he's like, you know, he eats chicken all the time. He only really eats 3 things: chicken or pizza or chicken pizza.
Oh my god.
I said, you know, he would eat it in any shape. It could be chicken swastikas, and he'd be like, nom, 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 nom.
Oh my god. Yeah, he would love my Kentucky. Well, not Kentucky. My Tanya fried chicken.
TFC.
TFC. Yeah.
TFC.
Tanya's
TFC.
fried chicken.
Oh, I make great. I no modesty. I make really good homemade chicken.
Damn, I love fried
She
chicken.
uses panko, so it's really...
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, have you tried it with the cornflakes yet, Tanya?
I did last time, and it came out. I don't know, the texture just seemed off to me. You know,
It's extra crispy.
No, it was honestly like I think it was actually more crispy when I put in the panko with a little bit of breadcrumbs with it.
Oh,
so.
okay. Well, it's maybe you crushed them up too much.
Maybe I did. I don't know, but
To each their own.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Hodgepodge Roger writes, she held her fork overhanded, as in the shovel technique. You can't take someone like that anywhere. That is nitpicky. That is nitpicky. That is a very George Costanza thing.
I can see that.
Oh, wait, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Number 25, and this is a very, very, very George Costanza thing. Or maybe Jerry. She pronounced it cold slaw.
Oh.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, if that was a Seinfeld episode, Elaine would be the one that said cold slaw and got dumped.
Yep.
Because remember when her boyfriend kept making fun of her because she, instead of saying scourge, she said scourge?
Scourge.
Or when she called it Svenjolly.
Jolly.
Jolly.
I forgot that one too. Wow.
Oh, wow, man. That is a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Oh, man.
Sven Jolly.
Armageddon time there, whipping out his Seinfeld wang.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
Plus
one to you.
Shit. I can't leave him. He has a mental hold on me. He's like a Sven Jolly.
Yes. Svengali.
Svengali. What did I say? Sven Jolly. You know, like I could have said Sven Jolly. Oh, maybe he had a cheerful mental hold on you.
Thank you.
It's almost as bad as her dancing, but yeah.
Oh my god, the little kicks.
The little kicks. Yeah.
I think we're all gonna watch Seinfeld later.
Yeah, it's
gotta happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Number 26. She put the spoon into the sugar jar after stirring her coffee. Would leave clumps of coffee sugar.
Okay,
why?
You know what?
If you're the only person, like if you're living alone, you do that, who cares, right? But if there's other people in the house, you're an asshole.
I was just gonna say, thank you. That annoys me.
Inconsiderate.
Yeah.
You could run the whole cup of sugar because you need that sugar for other things.
I mean, if that's just your coffee sugar, and like I said, and you're the only person there. I don't put sugar in my coffee anyway.
Mm.
All right. Number 27. Every time I yawned, she thought it hilarious if she stuck her finger in my open mouth. I could never relax. Always had to be prepared for oral violation.
That's douchey, actually. That really is.
I'd bite her.
You bite her?
Oh,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bite you, but why was your finger in my mouth? And finally, No Mas Pantalones writes, she ate her peas one at a time. One at a time.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on a second. Wasn't that actually in Seinfeld?
Yes, it was.
Seinfeld. Yeah.
Oh my god.
She ate her peas one at a time.
One at a time. Wow.
I think that was Jerry that said that, actually.
It was Jerry that said
Jerry.
that. Yeah.
She
That's
ate her
like
peas
remember
one
when
at a time.
Elaine's boss was eating the Snickers bar with the fork and knife?
And then everybody started doing it. What's wrong with you people?
Fish tacos. Oh. I'm still pissed off about that one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how I even feel about fish tacos, though.
Oh, they're
Never had.
delicious. It's not like a regular taco with fish.
That's what I'm picturing.
No. Like they usually have like some sort of sweet salsa, I don't know, like mango salsa or corn salsa.
Let's just say like a mango salsa.
Yeah, and like some cold slaw sometimes.
Some cold slaw.
I'll just say it like that. I'm gonna say it like that for like a week now, just to piss people off.
Cold slaw.
Yeah, but it's usually like fried fish, coleslaw, and like a mango salsa or something.
I could do this.
Yeah, they're delicious if done right. But if you know King of the Hill, you know you never put salmon in the fish tacos.
Why not?
Because that's just wrong.
I like salmon.
That's a white people thing to do.
It's just not.
Well, guess what? I'm white.
Yeah, but you're ruining a Mexican dish.
Oh, well, whatever.
It's got to be a white fish. No salmon.
A white fish. Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, that's kind of ironic, I guess.
Don't just, you know, if you're gonna be a gay fish, then, you know, you just.
At the grocery aisle, feeling like a whore. All right, out of 28, Tanya, what say you?
These are all pretty good. I'm actually gonna say, except for I think 27.
I'm gonna go 25. I think some of them were not so much George reasons, that they were legitimate reasons. But they were all very entertaining. Jesse, what do you say?
I'm going to bundle them all together and give it a perfect 28.
There you go. Well, yeah, it was entertaining. I'll give you that.
Yes.
Very, very fun.
Still watching Seinfeld after this, you know that, right?
Why not? Why not? All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, here's one from S. Serpent. A new list, because why the fuck not?
Hey!
That's what he wrote. 10 major dick moves in games.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Total dick move.
Yeah.
Total dick move!
That was a total dick move. All right, number 10. Leave your money or life. The Old Man and Zelda's second quest. In the second quest of Legend of Zelda, in level 4 and twice in level 7, you will come across old men who will insist that you fork over 40 rupees or lose permanently a heart container of your valuable health. Fuck these old men.
Old man.
That is a dick move, yeah.
That is a dick move, yeah.
Basically, like, Link is trying to save the kingdom, but he gets mugged.
Pretty much.
Like, you, old man, you realize I'm trying to save the entire kingdom here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta make a living.
Gots to pay the bills.
But see, this is the thing about particularly that game's logic. He's armed to the hilt with all these items and weapons. He could just easily been like, yo, I can kill you. How about you just get out
I'm
of my
the
way?
one with the sword, asshole.
But no, he doesn't do that because he's the hero.
Yeah.
But
I have video game logic on my side.
Well, the old man's like, yeah, you can kill me, but the door won't open until I do.
Yeah.
All right. Number 9. You know what I would do as a kid if I got stuck in one of those rooms and I didn't have the 50 rupees? If you stab the old man with the sword, the fireballs will start shooting at you, and I'd let it kill me so I don't have to, I can get out of that room.
Just start at the beginning of the dungeon again?
Exactly, and then I'd know where the room is, and I'd be able to avoid it.
Yeah,
because you'd be drawing the map, or I guess it would draw it for you.
Well, you just know where it is. Number 9, Super Missile in Star Fox. In the original Star Fox, when you fight the Phantom enemy in Stage 5, rapidly shooting or even just shooting the Phantom enemy a few times can trigger the enemy to become invincible for a moment and fire an inescapable, instant-killing missile at you. No indication that you shouldn't shoot him is provided by your teammates, and the dying means you start the battle over again with fewer bombs and most likely a weaker blaster. Weak.
Yep, I recently did a playthrough of Star Fox, and that happened a couple times.
Yep.
It was annoying as hell.
That's what you get for trying to shoot a ghost. What are you going to do next? Fuck a ghost?
Well,
maybe if I become a ghost,
oh boy,
then I can fuck.
All right.
I mean...
Number 8! Reverse warp zones in Super Mario Bros. 2 Japanese version. In this super tough Mario game, you may get lucky in stepping over some of the worlds by finding a trusty warp zone, only to have to take you back to the beginning of the game. Let the clock run out.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, or sometimes there was a pit you can jump into.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Number 7, back to 6-1 in Ninja Gaiden. The original Ninja Gaiden is a tough one. 6-1 is short, but brutal. 6-2 is maddening. If you can make it through 6-3 is a healthy challenge, you're certainly beatable, but if you lose to the bosses, 3 of them, guess what? You go back to 6-1. Oh, that's fun.
Played through this one too, and yep.
It is seriously.
That sound. That fucking sound.
Number 6, Mega Man X3, only so many upgrades for you. So if you manage to find all the capsules for Dr. Light's power-ups in the game, he will tell you that you can only hold so many. A game series that encourages gathering all your enemies' powers now tells you you can't have powers. Fuck you.
You can't have... I like how we put that.
The trick is to avoid those specific power-ups. Don't pick up any of them, and if you get to the end, there is a capsule that will give you all of them.
It's the gold armor, right?
Yes, the golden armor. Exactly.
Yes. You just gotta hold out, guys. Hold out.
Exactly. It's not that hard. Number 5, Ghosts and Goblins. You has the wrong weapon. Go back 2 levels. So if you actually manage to persevere through this murderous platform and kill the boss of level 6 and not have the shield, guess what? Not only do you have to go through the level 6 again, it sends you back to level 5. Have fun fighting through 2 insanely tough levels again, and get this weapon. In the arcade version, there is no guaranteed pickup of the weapon either.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's why I've never beaten Ghosts and Goblins.
Number 4, it also has beat the game twice. Ghosts and Goblins also has you fight your way through the game twice to earn your real happy ending, and in this series the ending was usually some English that fails. Very possible. It's a good thing these games are so fun, or no one would put up with this shit.
I beat it once and didn't put up with it a second time.
There you go.
I was like, nope, and the other way.
Number 3, no more continues in Iron Sword Wizards and Warriors 2. Continues are normally used for surviving harder later levels in the game, right? Pah. Yeah, right. Even if you saved all your continues through the first 6 stages, once you enter the Earth levels, those continues are gone. You can buy extra lives at 5,000 a pop, but that means you can't have bought any of the cool diamond weapons in the game that make it much easier to survive the game. Feh.
Total dick move.
I think that one might be a glitch.
Yeah.
Also, it's just not a very good game.
Iron Sword, it was decent. It wasn't as good as the first one, though.
I don't like Iron Sword, really.
It wasn't as good as the first one, though, but it was decent. Number 2, two-player weirdness in Narc. In the arcade version of Narc, you can't just put another quarter in and go after the boss again. If one player loses all their lives, you are put in standby while the other player either wins, and thus cuts the other player out of the bonus points at the end, or the other player dies and you can have another chance at the boss, with the boss at full health again. Lame.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of dickish.
Kinda. Well, this number 1, this may be the most dickish thing I've ever heard of.
Earthbound.
Oh!
And you guys really hate Earthbound.
Snap!
Sorry.
Shit, son!
Oh.
Alright, no, it's the Ha 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 room in Dirty Harry on the NES. In the second level of this goofy platformer for the NES, you will come across many rooms to look for power-ups or other items. But one room simply has Ha 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 written on the wall and no way out. You gotta start over again. Way to encourage more people to play through this broken, shitty game.
Oh, what? That is like that is a dick move they inserted into the game.
On purpose.
Yes.
What a bunch of shitheads.
That's a bitch. That's not a dick move. That's a bitch move. That is.
Who developed that?
Yeah, who did?
I want to find. I'm gonna look that up right now.
That's a really bitchy move. Who does that?
Thankfully, I've never really played the game, so
It's a Sven Jolly.
It's Sven Jolly.
I'm looking into it now. That was developed by The Collective.
Okay.
They didn't do anything good.
Resistance is futile.
Oh, no, never mind. That was the game that got canceled. Where's the NES game?
Oh.
Oh, here, hold on, I got it.
Eljan.
Gray Matter.
Oh.
Oh.
Gray Matter developed that. It's published by Mindscape. So there you go.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Wow, alright. Out of 10, I give that a 9. What do you say? We'll go with Tanya.
I'm gonna say a 9.
Jesse?
3 9s all around.
It was the 999 plan, after all. Alright, let's do a little Alex Shannon.
We're really gonna do a little Alex Shannon, really?
A little Alex Shannon, not the full size version.
Not the full size Alex Shannon.
Well, he probably calls his wiener Little Alex, right?
Oh,
or
God.
Big Alex.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Okay, this is a very timely one to do. This is from The Escapist. 8 great games that have been delayed until 2015.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
How do we know they're great? They're not even out yet.
That's very true. You bring up a very decent point.
Hmm.
Bring up a very decent point there.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So wait, hold on a second here. Okay, so this first one is The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt.
Never played a Witcher game.
I kind of don't care.
Neither. I don't care. Yeah.
No idea. Sorry,
No
Witcher
idea.
fans.
Yeah, this next one would be Battlefield Hardline. Well, I guess if I wore socks or sandals, I would play Battlefield.
Wow, that was great.
Playing Battlefield and wearing socks and sandals go together like ketchup and hot dogs.
I
Well,
thought
I
ketchup and
don't
hot
play
dogs do
Battlefield
good.
games, so
Well, that's my point. Okay, the next one is Quantum Break.
Which one's that again?
It says it's a third-person shooter that allows you to slow down time.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
Apparently, they slowed it so much it got delayed.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be great, though. That's subjective.
The Order 1886.
1886.
The Order 1886 looked like a fantastic game, so that does suck that it got delayed.
I didn't know it got delayed. Huh.
So what is it, like a Western game or something?
No, it's London, and you're fighting like these monsters and shit.
Oh. In 1886?
Yes.
Cool.
Apparently the visuals are supposed to be so striking that it just, like, goes, whoa, you know?
Yeah. The next one I haven't heard of. It's called Dying Light.
Okay.
Apparently, it started off as a sequel to Dead Island and then became its own thing.
Okay. Sure.
Well, they better get on that, because that light is dying out.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Mad Max got delayed.
Okay, you know what I have to say about Mad Max? Fuck it. Fuck it in the asshole with a dying screw, okay?
A dying screw. Huh?
A dying screw. That's screaming in agony, because, you know what? Fuck Mad Max. Fuck it to hell. That's all I gotta say about that.
Now, I gotta know why exactly you feel so strongly about the Mad Max game.
It's not just the game. It's Mad Max in general.
Why the hate?
I have, because when I was younger, I was literally forced to watch Mad Max over and over again. And now, whenever I even hear the name, it inspires such rage in me.
Mad Max. Okay.
How about Road Warrior?
Number 7, Tom Clancy's The Division.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And finally, number 8, Batman Arkham Knight.
That was delayed?
That was delayed.
Yeah, it was delayed.
I thought it was originally going to be out like next summer, right?
No, it was originally planned to be out in 2014.
Yeah, it was. I think they were aiming for like winter. Weren't they aiming for winter 2014?
I think so, but it's not going to be that.
Wow.
Well.
Uh-huh. Well, out of 8, I'm going to give this like a 4, because some of these I don't give a shit about. Tanya?
I'm going to say 3.
Yeah, Jesse?
I'm going 3 as well.
You're going 3, son.
Because they might be great, but we don't know.
That's true. Yeah, it's kind of a broken... it's kind of a...
Uh-oh.
Load of... A shitload. Lists. Some of these is so stupid, though. Some of these are like okay, like top 10 Fozzy songs.
Fozzy? Freaking Chris Jericho's band?
Fozzy sucks.
That's so good.
I may be a WWE fan, but I'm not a fan of Chris Jericho's music right now, so...
Because he sucks?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll just read these real quick, okay?
Okay.
Number 10, Stand Up and Shout. Number 9, Martyr No More. Number 8, Under Blackened Skies. Number 7, God Pounds His Nails. Number 6, She's My Addiction. Number 5, All That Remains. Number 4, Grail. Number 3, Lights Go Out. Number 2, Sandpaper. And number 1, Enemy.
You know how number 2 is called Sandpaper?
That's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Scores?
Yeah, I can't.
And
1.
I'd give it a 1 for God Pounds His Nails.
God pounds your mom, man. What do you say, Tanya?
1.
1. Okay, well, here's one he sent me that looks like it might be fun. 50 Things You Didn't Know About The Simpsons.
Wow.
Okay, let's see if we did know them.
I'm pretty
I bet you I'm going to know at least half of these.
At least half, yeah.
Okay. Number 1, the opening scene, Maggie used to raise the cat $147.63 because in 1989 that was the estimated price of raising a baby for a month.
I actually did know that fact.
Yeah, I read that in TV Guide.
So did I.
Number 2, however, the 20th season of the show, which kicked off in swapped the price for work. The groceries start out at $243.26, but
Okay.
I give a reason though, so it's not really that interesting. Number 3, when your bar 76447 number need be, it spells out Smithers.
I didn't know that
That
one.
I did not know.
Ah, there you go.
Well, actually, I did know that now that I think of it. Because there was an episode that actually addressed that. Tanya says that she can't hear us.
Oh?
That it's cutting out on her end. It must be her internet. Tanya?
Tanya?
Can you say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay.
Your internet must cut out a little there. Okay. Actually, you know what? Remember when Smithers was on vacation and Burns dialed Smithers on the phone and it got Moe's Tavern?
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he asked for Waylon Smithers and Moe was sure he was being pranked and he yelled at him.
Yeah. Oh, Waylon, is it?
Got your belly open. You know. All right, so I guess I did know that. I just hadn't thought of it. Number 4. Ever wondered why the Springfield residents are all yellow? Creator Matt Groening told the BBC an animator came up with The Simpsons yellow, and as soon as she showed it to me, I said, this is the answer, because when you're flicking through the channels with your remote control, a flashy yellow goes by, you'll know you're watching The Simpsons.
That's true now.
That's true, yeah.
Matt Groening is a liar, because he's also given off a bunch of other reasons why they're yellow, too.
Oh, well,
Every time he gets asked that question, he gives a different answer.
I guess just add that to the pile.
Yeah. He's also said because he thought it would be funny if people were trying to adjust their set to make them look normal.
Turns out yellow is the normal.
Yeah. Number 5, if you watch an episode dubbed in French, Homer's signature "do" is translated to "toe."
Oh.
Toe.
Oh.
I didn't know that one.
Bo.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Number 6, the Spanish version, however, translates it to "ouch."
That would be weird in some context.
That's a little off, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Because what if he just makes a mistake or something like that? Then, ouch.
Ouch.
Number 7, in Arabic episodes, Homer drinks soda as opposed to beer, and he eats Egyptian beef sausages instead of hot dogs to coincide with Islamic customs.
Those would
Okay,
be
that is
interesting animations
stupid.
to see.
That is really stupid.
I didn't know that, though. Yeah.
That's retarded, though. Because it takes place in America. Homer is definitely not a Muslim, so wouldn't they be laughing at this, stupid fat American breaking all their laws?
Yeah, like this would never happen here.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Right.
why would they change it? That's silly. All right, number 8. While the characters on the show are a digit short of a full human-like hand, only one character who has ever been given 5 fingers. I know it. Do you guys know what character has always been shown with 5 fingers?
No.
No.
God.
Oh.
They never show God's face. You only see, like, his hands, and he has 5 fingers.
I never really paid attention. There you go.
Yeah, I never really paid attention to that either. Wow.
Number 9, if you watch the episode Lisa the Vegetarian and listen to the music in the closing credits, Paul McCartney sings Maybe I'm Amazed, but this version contains an added background sound. Maka reading the recipe for lentil soup, played backwards. The very last line is said to be, oh, by the way.
It's said to be, oh, by the way, what?
Life.
Oh.
Well.
There you go. I actually have a here. This is what it sounds like backwards. I'll play it for you guys. All right, you know what? The vocal track is too low to even hear, so...
But you get that there's something going on down there.
Yeah. Number 10, comic book guy's real name is, do you guys know it?
Nope.
Nope.
Jeff Albertson.
I know.
And Bumblebee Man goes by the name of Pedro, at least we assume so. He wears a bowling shirt with that name on it in an episode. Yeah, he actually told Flanders his name when they met in a kind of a recent episode. He goes, my name is Jeff Albertson, but everybody calls me comic book guy.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So it's a recent development.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like a couple of years ago. Number 11, it takes between 6 to 8 months to create each episode.
Holy hell.
And
Really? 6 to 8 months?
And yet they get an episode of South Park done in 6 days. So.
I was just going to say, like, in 1 week you get an episode of South Park. It's like...
Wow. They can do a season of South Park. Number 12, Lisa has celebrated her 8th birthday on 2 different episodes.
I remember the one was with Michael Jackson.
Is that the case? I remember the Michael Jackson one, but I don't remember any other one. And I've seen every Simpsons.
It was the Michael Jackson one. It was also on, fuck, I know this, too.
Was it... I don't know, for some reason I'm trying to remember, like, did everybody forget her? And she got pissed? I don't know.
Yes!
That might be...
Really?
Yep, you're right.
But I don't remember the rest of it, like what happened or anything.
I just know she was really pissed and like she was just like, and I think she said aloud like in her thoughts like, and no one remembered that today was my birthday.
Wasn't that just like a throwaway line? Like it wasn't a major part of the episode?
It was like a throwaway line, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So she hasn't really celebrated her birthday in 2 different episodes. The Simpsons doesn't really have any continuity, though. Like,
yeah, I mean, they've been the same age for years.
Yeah. Number 13, ever wondered who was the voice behind Maggie's sucking sound? That would be the show's creator, Matt Groening.
And then they just looped it over and over.
Remember that episode where she holds up the block with the letter U, and then she just does one suck?
Yeah.
Like, you suck.
You suck.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, well, that's the joke. Yeah.
Right over
Number
that.
14. U.S. President George Bush once blamed The Simpsons for society's problems, claiming that American families should be less like The Simpsons and more like the Waltons.
Oh, God.
Well, maybe we should be, but that doesn't mean that we are, so that's why The Simpsons is so good, because it's a reflection of reality and not fantasy.
This is what it is, not necessarily what it
should be. Exactly, yeah. Number 15, yeah. Barbara Bush was once quoted as saying, "The Simpsons is the dumbest thing I've ever seen." Well, she's seen her husband, hasn't she?
Oh, snap!
You know what's funny, and I have this here. The Simpsons sent a letter to Barbara Bush written by Marge Simpson.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I have the letter here if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
September 28th, 1990, Mrs. Barbara Bush, the First Lady of the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C. Dear First Lady, I recently read your criticism of my family. I was deeply hurt. Heaven knows we're far from perfect, and if truth be known, maybe just a wee bit short of normal, but as Dr. Seuss says, a person is a person. I try to teach my children, Bart, Lisa, and even little Maggie, always to give somebody the benefit of the doubt and not talk badly about them, even if they're rich. It's hard to get them to understand this advice when the very first lady in the country calls us not only dumb, but the dumbest thing she ever saw. Ma'am, if we were the dumbest thing you ever saw, Washington must be a good deal different than what they teach us in the current events group at the church. I also believed in my heart that we had a great deal in common. Each of us is living our lives to serve an exceptional man. I hope there is some way out of this controversy. I thought perhaps it would be a good start to just speak my mind with great respect, Marge Simpson.
Nice.
You know Groening wrote that letter, too. He had to have. Because Marge was based off his mother.
Hmm.
Maybe his mom write it. You never know.
No, I think he... You know what, actually? You know what's disturbing about Marge, though?
What?
The whole Playboy thing.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Because I saw the pictures. They weren't that bad, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they were drawn by Matt Groening.
Oh, and it's based off of his mother.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Number 16, the word dope was added to the Oxford English Dictionary in 2001, although it's spelled D-O-H, which is said to be Groening's spelling of choice. The word is defined as expressing frustration at the realization that things have turned out badly or not as planned, or that one has just said or done something foolish. Also implying that another person has said or done something foolish.
I had no idea that was actually part of the dictionary. I had no idea.
Well, Oxford, yeah.
Oxford.
I remember that being added, and people were like, oh, now the dictionary is going downhill.
They say that every time they add a word.
Yeah, but like anytime any internet kind of word is added.
Number 17, but where did dope come from? Dan Castellaneta, the voice behind Homer, told The Hollywood Reporter that in the script it's written as annoyed grunt. He based the sound off of Jimmy Feinson's "do" in the Laurel and Hardy films.
I knew about the annoyed grunt. I didn't know about the Laurel and Hardy bit, though.
Yeah. There's actually an episode called Supercalifragilistic Expiala Annoyed Grunt. Just... Number 18. While the show's introduction generally sticks to the usual supermarket skateboarding couch stunt, its creators broke a trend for an episode, replacing it with the cover of Kesha's TikTok. Her response, a simple tweet of, "Woo." That was a pretty cool intro, too. Like, I'm not a fan of the song, but the whole animation they made for it was really great.
I like how they change it up.
Yeah. Number 19. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say it's just refreshing when they change things every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. Not like everything has to be different, but just change it up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Number 19. Until 1998, the 6 main voice actors for the show earned $30,000 per episode. From then until 2004, they earned $125,000 per show. Today, they get a whopping $400,000. For some reason, it says pounds per episode.
For 22 minutes of, voice work. Well, I guess it's a little more than that,
Well,
but still.
Think about this, though. Think about like what Jerry Seinfeld was making in the 90s for an episode of Seinfeld. He was making $2 million an episode.
Oh, jeez.
Him alone?
Yes.
Yep.
Just Jerry Seinfeld.
Wouldn't the rest of the cast be a little miffed about that?
They were making good money, too. They were each individually were making more than the entire cast of The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because, there's sort of a thought that voice actors aren't real actors.
I don't know. It sounds like there's a lot of work put into it,
Well, yeah, absolutely. You have
Yes.
You have to put everything into your voice because you can't use your eyes, you can't use your body language. It's all your voice.
You have to act with your voice, and that is hard to do. It's not easy.
Especially if the voice acting comes before the animation.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Number 21, many of the characters' last names are taken from street names in Groening's hometown of Portland, Oregon.
Oh.
Now that I did not know.
I didn't know that.
Number 22, one piece of Simpsons merchandise, a T-shirt reading "I'm Bart Simpson, who the hell are you?" was apparently banned in public schools.
Well, because of hell, really?
Oh, we can't say hell in school.
Can't say hell in school?
Number 23, Principal Skinner's prisoner number in Vietnam is 24601, the same prisoner number as Twin Peaks' Hank Jennings and Les Miserables' Jean Valjean.
Oh.
I've never seen Les Miserables.
I never cared to.
Yeah.
Same here.
I never had anything to.
No desire whatsoever.
Nope.
Same goes for Twin Peaks.
I've seen
For
Twin
me.
Peaks, but... Number 24, Krusty's former sidekick, Sideshow Bob, also had that very same prisoner number, which can be seen in his letters to Selma back when they were married for a very short period of time.
Oh, yeah.
I think they just like that number. Number 25, Sideshow Bob's real name is Robert Underdunk Terwilliger.
I knew that, actually.
I knew that, but that's a situation where his real name is more ridiculous than his clown name.
Yeah.
Number 26, the length of the opening scene couch gag is dependent upon how long the episode is. If they need to fill space for a shorter episode, they'll make an extended couch gag. It's all got to come out to 22 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 27, in 1989, it took just 2 days for Danny Elfman to compose the show's now famous theme tune.
Wow. 2 days' work.
Yeah, and he probably made a lot of money off of that, I would imagine.
Been milking that theme for decades.
Yeah. Number 28, if you string together clips of Rainier Wolfcastle playing McBain from the 90s episodes, they actually make a somehow coherent story.
I actually saw that on YouTube.
Yeah,
McBain clipped it all together.
Full movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's kind of interesting.
Let's get silly.
Let's get silly.
Suck McBain.
You have broken my mighty heart. Number 29, the reason Groening called the town Springfield was because there are dozens of different cities with that name in the States, keeping fans guessing as to which state the Simpsons live in.
Free country USA.
I think that, yeah, right. I think they pretty much ruled out every state there is.
I mean, like, at first I thought it was in Massachusetts, but I'm like, but then I'm like,
Why
no,
would you think it's in Massachusetts?
because we have a Springfield here too, so it's
Well, because the mayor sounds like a Kennedy?
yeah.
Nobody else in the town talks like that. The Reverend's wife sounds like she's from Montana or something.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I was thinking like the Midwest for a while, and then I have no idea now.
I imagine this somewhere in the middle of the country. Remember, East Springfield is 3 times the size of Texas.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Of course it makes no sense. That's the joke.
What if
That's the joke.
That's the joke.
Are there any
30.
Shelbyvilles?
Shelbyvilles. Yeah, I don't... Maybe. While Lisa's first word was Bart and Maggie's was Daddy, the first words out of young Bart's mouth were "Ay caramba."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ay caramba.
So his first words were not even in English.
Yeah. Number 31, the two alien characters, Kang and Kodos, are named after characters from Star Trek. I think we all knew that.
Yeah.
Kang is a Klingon warrior and Kodos is a mass murderer.
Kodos.
Yeah. Number 32, Nancy Cartwright, who provides the voice of Bart, first tried out for Lisa's voice. I did not know that one.
Me either.
It's interesting. Number 33, the inspiration behind Krusty the Clown, a TV clown in Portland named Rusty Nails. However, despite the ominous name, Rusty was a joyful, upbeat clown, not remotely like Krusty then.
Rusty Nails. Eee.
That is a creepy name for a clown, huh?
What a name.
That's your old buddy Rusty Nails.
People wonder why I'm so deathly afraid of them.
Remember to get your tetanus shots.
Number 34, Milhouse Van Houten's middle name is, do you guys know it?
Nope.
Mussolini.
Oh. Thrill House.
Thrill Ho.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 35, Springfield Hillbillies Cletus and Brandine have 44 children. Some of their names, Crystal Meth, Incest, W, Normal Head Joe, and Mary WrestleMania.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
It took a long time when they brought out all the kids.
Oh, that was so funny, though. We're eating tonight. Number 36, Frasier's Kelsey Grammer is the voice behind Sideshow Bob, while Frasier's David Hyde Pierce, who plays Niles, provides the voice for Cecil, Sideshow Bob's brother. The father, Dr. Robert Terwilliger, is voiced by John Mahoney, who plays the father on Frasier.
I was just watching Frasier the other day, too.
They actually have drawn attention to that in the show itself, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Number 37, the episode Angry Dad features a comic cartoon drawing by Bart. However, none of the show's animators could make their drawings look like they were created by a child, so one of them got their son to do them.
Oh,
cool.
That's cool.
Go. That's cool. I did not know that. Number 38, when The Who's Pete Townsend was included as a character on the show, it was actually voiced by his brother, Paul Townsend.
But they couldn't get the real guy?
From what I understand, Pete Townsend's a bit of a dick.
Ah.
And he could be kind of cantankerous about shit like that.
I like that word, cantankerous.
What's to be cantankerous about? You're going to be on The Simpsons.
You know, I mean, like, he showed up at Howard Stern once to do an interview, and then, like, for some reason he was in the green room and he started flipping out and he left. Yeah. He's just weird like that.
Weird.
Number 39, Maggie's stuffed bunny is actually the main character from Matt Groening's comic strip, Life in Hell.
That I know.
Yeah. Did you know Marge... This might actually be on the list, but you know Marge was originally supposed to be a rabbit from Life in Hell, and that's why her hair is so tall to hide the bunny ears?
Yeah, I remember hearing that, and that would have been the weirdest thing in the whole...
The Simpsons arcade game had a lot of hints to that. Like, when she got electrocuted, you saw the bunny ears.
Mm-hmm.
Number 40, if you're ever at Springfield Elementary, remember this Bart's locker combination is 362426. Those are also the numbers recited in AC/DC's Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
Yep.
Which is probably why those numbers are there. Number 41, thinking about opening your own business, can't think of a name for it, take some inspiration from The Simpsons. The French Confection for a pastry shop, Louvre American Style for a museum, Helter Shelter for a soup kitchen, and the Frying Dutchman for a seafood restaurant.
Frying Dutchman.
I remember the Frying Dutchman from when Homer went there for the all-you-could-eat seafood buffet, but he didn't have enough food.
No.
Yeah. And what did they do after you left the Frying Dutchman, Mr. Simpson? Oh, we drove around all night looking for another seafood restaurant, and then what? We went fishing.
Oh.
Number 40, does this sound like the actions of a man who had all he could eat? I rest my case. Number 42. Inside the Springfield police station is a map of the city, which is shaped like medieval Constantinople.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's clever. I like that.
That's a little out there.
Yeah.
Number 43. There are plenty of animals in the show. Patty and Selma's iguana is named Jub Jub. Krusty's monkey is called Mr. Teeny. Homer's helper monkey went Mojo. And Mr. Burns' fighting monkey was called Furious George. I like that name the best. That's hilarious.
I forgot about Furious George.
Yeah.
Furious George.
Number 44. In 1997, a house was built in Clark County, Nevada that is an exact replica of the Simpsons home. It was initially built as a grand prize for a contest run by Fox and Pepsi, and the winner could choose either to stay in the house or receive a $75,000 prize. I always wondered what happened to this. Unfortunately, the house, which cost $120,000 to build, was stripped of all its Simpsons-esque decor.
Aw.
Why?
Who knows, man? I don't know. I always wondered what happened to that, because there was a big contest that you could win the Simpsons house.
That would have been really cool, but...
Number 45, in 1997, the show surpassed The Flintstones as the longest-running primetime animated series in America. The Simpsons 168th episode spectacular. Hi, I'm Troy McClure. Number 46, bus driver Otto is said to have a Big Daddy Ed Roth tattoo on his butt.
Oh.
Okay.
That's more info about Otto's butt than anybody needed.
Yeah.
Something we've never seen before, and maybe
Don't
we never
really
will.
want to. Woo! Number 47, despite his youthful looks, Ned Flanders is actually 60 years old.
I knew he was really... I knew he was, like, at least in his 50s.
I
knew he was...
No, there was an... Actually, he's 65.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Because I remember when the whole thing that was exposed him was that Homer saw him getting a senior's discount and tried to expose him as a fraud. And they're like, you have to be 60 to be a senior citizen. You're not. He's like, well, actually, I'm not. I'm 65. That was the episode where they went to Vegas and they got married to these floozies.
Oh, and they came back with him?
Well, no, they didn't come. They escaped.
They followed them.
Later on in an episode, they followed them there.
Mm-hmm.
Number 48, from 1991 to 1993, comedian and TV host Conan O'Brien was a writer and producer for the show and has been credited as a writer or co-writer on 4 episodes.
I didn't know that.
One of them was the monorail episode.
Yeah, he wrote Mark vs. the Monorail.
Oh, did he?
One of the greatest episodes ever written.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was also the only former writer from The Simpsons that was not invited to take part in the movie.
Oh, wow.
Why?
He was really pissed about it, too.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, they didn't call him at all. He said he was ready, too. He wanted to work on the movie.
Because on his show, like he will mention time and again that he was a writer on The Simpsons.
He was also a writer on Saturday Night Live, too.
Oh.
That I knew.
During its greatest seasons.
The 90s?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The 90s?
Number 49, to promote the Simpsons movie, American convenience store 7-Eleven transformed some of its shops into Quickie Marts, selling Simpsons merchandise such as Buzz Cola, Squishies, and Krusty Old cereal.
Yep.
And the pink donuts. They sold the pink donuts.
Yeah, mine did.
Only in America.
You couldn't get any Duff beer, though.
No.
Mm.
That would have been cool if you could get some Duff beer.
Maybe you get FUD.
Yeah, get a Duff. We don't sell Duff here. We only sell FUD. Oh, wait, FUD me. Number 50, as you likely already know, most opening credits feature a unique message written on the school blackboard by Bart. A few previous messages included, I was not touched there by an angel, pork is not a verb, and I will not whittle hall passes out of soap. Those are some of the best ones, I think.
That's good.
Pork is not a verb.
All right, out of 50, let's start with Jesse this time.
A lot of those were really good, and even though I knew some of them, they were still pretty interesting. I'll go 47. Some of them I was like,
Tanya!
I'm gonna say 48.
I'm gonna go with Jesse. I'm gonna go 47 on this. It was very good. Even the ones that I knew were interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
There you go. Oh my. All right, let's see what else we got here, huh? I got some more stuff here. You know what? Let me go into my text file.
Keep the list train a-rolling.
You want
Keep the list monorail a-rolling.
Monorail.
What's
monorail?
Say it
Monorail. Mono. Oh!
Annoyed grunt.
Yeah,
Annoyed
grunt. They probably still write it like that too.
Yeah.
Grunt.
Annoyed grunt.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. This one's I'm picking and choosing here. This one seems interesting. This is from submitted by Alex Shannon. It is from listverse.com.
Okay.
It is 10 ways fringe science improved the world.
Fringe science. Huh?
Saying fringe science is a nice way of saying mad scientist.
Okay.
So there you go. Number 10. Chinese alchemists discovered gunpowder.
Wow.
Okay.
Apparently, these Chinese fellows were working on some alchemy, and they accidentally created gunpowder.
Huh.
And remember, their quest was to give themselves magic powers.
Isn't alchemy just like turning lead into gold?
Well, that's just one aspect of it. Alchemy is basically magic through things that exist in this world.
The natural application of science.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 9. Searching for aliens advanced astronomy and physics. So basically, a lot of our stargazing is due to, looking for those little green men.
Well, look at SETI,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, for example, they discovered Pluto because of an observatory that was built for looking for alien life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there you go. Of course, now they're trying to say that Pluto isn't a planet, so they're a bunch of dickheads, but,
Haven't they gone back and forth on that lately?
What's that, Tanya?
Haven't they gone back and forth on that as of late?
Well, here's the thing. The scientific community as a whole doesn't really agree on this. There's a lot of... Like, for example, the most famous astrophysicist of our time, Neil deGrasse Tyson, said, of course Pluto's a planet.
Okay.
And I kind of go with what he says.
Well, he's...
Let's go with the smart guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go with him. He did win that rap battle, after all. Number 8. The Atmos
Yes,
clock.
he did.
The Atmos clock was an attempt at perpetual motion.
Perpetual motion?
One of those perpetual motion machines.
Yeah, well, of course, you know that perpetual motion is not possible, but
No.
in Jean-Leon Ruder, in his attempt to make a perpetual motion machine, created one of the greatest clocks known to man.
Very
So
cool.
there you go. They say it is almost a perpetual motion machine, but because it requires slight changes in temperature to function, it's not a true perpetual motion device because it requires some
outside influence.
Yeah, outside influence that's specific.
Hell, if you could create a true perpetual motion machine, well, fuck.
That's it. Everything changes then.
Yes, the world would change.
Okay, do you guys know what phrenology is?
No.
No.
Phrenology is this ridiculous notion that you can tell everything about a person by their scalp.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
But that actually wound up... The quack science of phrenology improved our understanding of neuroscience.
What?
That's
Yeah.
easy.
There you go.
It's kind of like there's that quasi-science of people reading your hands or your palm.
Well, that's not even a quasi-science. That's magic.
It's magic with a K.
Yeah. Exactly. Number 6, astronomy evolved along with astrology. Of course, astrology is all about the movements of the stars and the sky in general, so of course absolutely and astrology do have to kind of go with each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Through astrology, you learn more about astronomy.
Yeah, exactly. Do you guys know what the phlogiston theory is? Because I don't.
I think I got that checked last time I went to the doctor.
Okay, according to this, there's this quack belief that phlogiston is an element that's present in all flammable material that causes things to burn. When an object is finished burning, that means all the phlogiston is gone and was considered dephlogisticated.
Like I said, I got dephlogisticated last time I went to the doc.
Wow. Well, actually, that led to a better understanding of gases.
I should hope so.
So there you go.
Yeah, considering most of it was coming out of their ass, but
Yeah.
Much
Well,
like
a lot of that hot air coming out of their mouth, too.
Mhm.
Number 4, Hypnosis led to new pain management oh, hello. Let's pick that up. Sorry about that, guys.
I didn't do it. I'm good.
Okay. Hypnosis led to new pain management and addiction treatment methods. And of course, we know now that hypnosis actually has a lot of practical applications.
Yeah, it does.
Some people can actually stop smoking forever with it.
There you go. Number 3, aromatherapy has helped with the fight against germs.
Yes, that it has. That's true. Yeah.
There you go.
I wonder how they do that.
Well,
why don't you go ahead and explain that, Tanya?
Well, Chris will be able to explain it more than me. But basically, from what I understand, is that you know that your sense of smell is very powerful, very powerful sense. But see, aromatherapy, what that does basically is it stimulates certain I don't want to say pores, but certain nerve endings within your nose and your nose hairs and things like that. And what it does is that because it stimulates those certain types of nerve endings and whatnot, it actually...
Which are part of your immune system.
Which are part of your immune system. Once it stimulates those particular nerve endings, it triggers your immune system to, fight off any active infections or anything like that even more.
Which has been used to fight MRSA.
Yes. So...
Well, I'll be damned. Throw me a scented candle.
Aromatherapy.
Well, but they use lavender oils and tree oils and stuff like that.
Just don't use tea tree.
It's funny they mentioned the tea tree oil.
What happens with tea tree oil?
It's not that what happens. It's just that people are like, oh, tea tree, they swear by it. It stinks. It's horrible. Just don't
so it actually stinks.
It's good for the skin, but yeah.
They say it is effective against the MRSA, though. Number 2, lunar effect studies provided new insight on the circadian rhythm.
Oh, wow. Lunar. That is... Yeah. How do you get from that point A to that point B?
Well, they find that around the full moon, people take a little bit longer to fall asleep, but they sleep for about 20 minutes less than usual as well. Yeah. So that they started with that connection and kind of went from there.
Man,
that's
crazy.
Yeah.
And finally, number 1, and this is a big leap, the Bermuda Triangle myth inspired studies on methane hydrates.
Well, of course.
They still haven't actually figured out what the hell's going on with that. They still have. To this day, it's still a mystery.
It's not a mystery at all, Tanya, because if you look at the rate of shipwrecks inside the Bermuda Triangle, it's about the same as the rate of shipwrecks outside the Bermuda Triangle.
What I'm saying is that there's very different theories as to why it's happening there, and I'm going to take a lot of people think it's because of the total disappearances and things like that. They think it's because of the electromagnetic field in that area, but
you're not. What I'm saying is that there have been many people who've gone through the Bermuda Triangle just fine. There's not an unusual amount of disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, not anymore, but there were.
No, there really never was. It was just these fanciful stories, and it kind of blew into almost like a chain letter thing, Tanya.
I don't know. I still think something's going on over there, but maybe it's just me.
Why don't we take a ship and find out?
No.
Well, okay, we've all seen how that turned out. We all saw the DuckTales movies. So.
We all Good reference.
All right, out of 10, Tanya.
I'm actually going to say 10, actually.
I'm going to say 10 as well. Jesse?
Of course, a 10. That was very fascinating.
10. That was fascinating.
That was very fascinating.
So thank you for that. That's a lot more interesting than the top Fozzy songs or whatever the fuck. I got a lot of lists here that I'm skipping. I'm trying to keep it a little lighthearted because this is their big holiday special here,
Holiday? Do you have any Christmas lists? Top 10 Christmas songs.
If I see one, I'll certainly do it there. So there you go. But I haven't seen any just yet.
Anybody have a favorite Christmas carol?
I don't do Christmas.
Well, yeah, Tanya celebrates Yules.
I do Yule, yeah.
Are there Yule songs?
Well, actually,
I'm sure there is. I'm sure most of the Christmas songs are Yule songs.
I was going to say most of the Christmas songs are Yule songs. except for the ones that involve like Christ and whatnot. But you know,
Yeah.
but, like Jingle Bells, that's a Yule song.
See, this is interesting. Who sent me this? Hold on. This is Alex Shannon. For some reason, he said this is from 2013 though. This is from RollingStone.com. The 20 based on their reader poll, the 20 worst movies of 2013. It would have been great if it was this year, but whatever.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you guys think the worst movie of 2013 was?
Oh, jeez. To think back that far about bad movies, I try to forget them.
I know, right?
I gotta think like The Lone Ranger's gotta be in there.
Probably
in there. That was like the biggest flop of the year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's terrible.
One of them.
Would you really expect a Disney movie with Johnny Depp to be that bad?
Oh,
yeah.
This just reminded me about something. I gotta put this in there real quick.
Go ahead. Got plenty of time today, Tanya.
I read an article. It was actually trending on Facebook too. That the Growing Pains actor there. Oh God.
J. Fox?
No.
Michael J. Fox.
No,
I'm not messing with her.
The Growing Pains actor, the guy who's a religious zealot.
Talking about Kirk Cameron, I know.
Yeah,
Kirk Cameron.
His movie apparently was so bad it got a 1.0 or something like that on IMDb. It is the worst rated movie of all time.
He's an asshole. He thinks bananas prove there's a god.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Now, I'm not saying people shouldn't believe in God, because, I mean, obviously, Tanya, you believe in a goddess, but you don't think that the proof of it, you think the proof of existence is faith, not a banana.
No.
Or peanut butter, or whatever the hell else they came up with.
But then again, I can. But then again, I'm all about nature, so for me, I could just say, like, look outside. There's my goddess,
There you
So
go.
like,
all right, well, let's look. The 20 worst movies of 2013, according to readers of RollingStone.com. Number 20, Pain and Gain. Did anyone actually see this?
No.
I was going to, and then I didn't.
That's Marky Mark and The Rock there.
How about no?
I don't know. I like both of them well enough. But...
I like The Rock, but yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. I think Mark Wahlberg's a way better actor than The Rock is.
Dwayne Johnson.
God. It's a
Based on
Transformer.
a true story. Did Michael Bay have something to do with this?
Was it a Bay film?
If he directed it, I probably will see it then, because I actually like his movies. I don't know why people give him so much shit.
Because it's just more explosions.
And what's wrong with that?
Yeah. What is wrong with a good explosion?
What is wrong with that? And by the way, I'd like to take this time, I announced it on Facebook, but I'd like to take this time to announce to everybody who's not on my Facebook, and you really should be, because things get announced there first, that the 2015 February feature will be Testosterothon. 28 movies so manly, they'll give your biceps mustaches.
Wow, that is manly.
Have you seen the poster that I made for it, Jesse?
No, you made a poster and
Go
everything.
look on the NecroVMX Facebook.
It's
I will.
really cool.
We'll wait. We want to hear your reaction.
Yeah.
I'm going there now.
And I know you'll enjoy 28 manly movies.
I may not be all that manly, but I do enjoy a manly movie.
Oh, shut up. You're manly enough.
Yeah, well, here we go. NecroVMX presents Testosterothon. Man, that's a bicep with a mustache.
It sure is.
With a giant mustache. You should have had the bicep have a bicep on it, though.
Well, you know what's funny is that in each review I say something different at the beginning. And let me see, I've only written a couple of them so far, but give me a moment here and I'll tell you what the first few say. The first one is that 28 movies so manly they'll give your biceps mustaches.
Yeah.
In the second one I wrote 28 movies so manly they'll give your balls sideburns. And in the third one I said 28 movies so manly your beard will grow its own beard.
Yes, I like that. The beardception.
Beardception! I love it! I love it! Oh my god.
That was great.
Beardception, that's awesome. Alright, well, number 19th we could take our time with this, right? Number 19 is Bad Grandpa. I had no desire at all to see this. And as a matter of fact, when people at work tell me, "Oh, have you seen Bad Grandpa?" I just kind of like think less of them.
Carissa sorry.
I was actually watching this movie. I was watching this movie the night before I lost all my vision.
So that's like the last thing you saw?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
But I was already in the process of losing it, so I didn't really. I think as I was watching it, that's so funny. As I was watching Bad Grandpa, it was so bad I was losing all my vision.
It was causing me to go blind.
That movie must have caused the infection there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Number 18 is a movie that I haven't heard of, The Counselor. Okay, that's got a hell of a cast.
What is the
cast? But so do a lot of bad movies.
Michael Fassbender, Cormac McCarthy, Brad Pitt, Javier Bardem, and Penelope Cruz.
Really?
That New Year's Eve movie had a big list of actors, though, too.
That's a hell of a thing. Wow. And Ridley Scott directed it.
What?
Oh, jeez.
It's a drug thriller. Apparently it was confusing and boring.
Oh, that's not much of a thrill now, is it?
No.
No thrill here.
Oh, no. Number 17, I predicted this would be on here. The Lone Ranger.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
What's that? Kids don't want to see a movie based on a 1930s radio show?
Why do you call yourselves the Lone Rangers? There's 3 of you. You're not exactly alone.
It
He's
flopped
quoting
so bad.
Airheads.
Yes.
You think you're not manly enough.
Yeah.
It flopped so hard. It just flopped. It flopped like a big
snare drum, man.
Yeah, God.
I had no desire to see that at all.
It flopped so hard it had flop sweat.
It flopped so hard it destroyed Armie Hammer's career before he even had one.
Armie Hammer. With a name like that, you could have made it.
I know, right? It's like a porno name.
Yeah.
All right, number 16 is Spring Breakers.
Another name for dick sweat.
This is the kind of movie I would watch on mute.
Lots of hot ladies.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's like watching the Gangnam Style video. You just put it on mute.
Or another word for dick sweat. That's just
or the Anaconda video.
Yeah.
You guys have seen that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but I've never heard the song before.
I know, right? Well, she ruined Baby Got Back. All right. Number 15 is Now You See Me.
Nice. How about We Don't? That's a better idea.
See, Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Ruffalo, Woody Harrelson.
Just people playing hide and seek for 2 hours.
It's a thriller, bank robbing magicians.
Well, I don't know.
That's a good concept, though. That should be good.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't good, huh? All right, number 14, Saving Mr. Banks.
I saw it and I liked it.
It's that movie about Walt Disney, right?
About Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Well, there you go.
Nuts to you, List.
I never saw it, but I think Carissa did. I think she liked it too. So.
Apparently, the readers of Rolling Stone did not like it.
And then I watched Mary Poppins right afterwards and was delighted.
Of course you were. Number 13, American Hustle.
I thought this got tons of praise. It won awards.
It got a lot of nominations, but it didn't win any awards.
Oh, well,
but just the fact that it got a lot of nominations kind of thinks that people did generally enjoy it, right?
I didn't see it, but I mean, I heard the same thing now, you know?
That's weird. Number 12, A Good Day to Die Hard.
Oh, God.
The one Die Hard movie I have yet to see.
I have never seen it either, but I've heard it sucked, though.
It's also the one Die Hard movie I have yet to see, sadly. I will be seeing it as it is part of my testosterone.
Oh, no. Well, Christmas is coming, so everybody watch Die Hard. It takes place on Christmas.
The original Die Hard is a Christmas movie as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And so is Gremlins.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Gremlins.
Number 11, this should not be on here, Gravity.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
Really?
Sandra Bullock in space.
Sandra Bullock and that other asshole in space.
That other asshole. Alfonso
Cuarón, one of my favorite directors. It was a great movie. It was a visual treat. It was candy for the eyes.
Well.
That's amazing.
All right, well, keep in mind, this is the Rolling Stone readers.
This list written by Knobs and Liberals. Number 10, Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues.
I kind of want to see it just because I saw the first one, but I haven't yet.
You know, I saw the first one. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I wound up liking it. I kind of feel like I wouldn't like the second one, but who knows? I didn't think I'd like the first one.
I think, how about just no?
Number 9.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really? At number 9 is The Wolverine. The Wolverine was awesome!
Are you serious? Are you serious?
The Wolverine was fucking fantastic.
How did they put the Wolverine on there? Are you serious?
It's
That's crazy.
It's got something for everyone. It's got something for everyone.
I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says.
What's next? Days of Future Past will be on here? Because I will fuck a bitch.
Well, hey, that's the best part.
Number 8, The Wolf of Wall Street. Now, I didn't see this, but wasn't this considered to be a really good film?
As a matter of fact, actually,
I've seen parts of it, and
from what I hear, it got really good reviews. From what I hear,
Knobs and Liberals.
The parts of it that I saw were, for me, surprisingly vulgar. I was like, oh my.
Well, I heard it's a lot of sex and, you know.
And just Leo tearing it up on screen, man.
He's a great actor, though. I pretty much will see anything with him in it now.
Right?
Which is amazing for me to say that, because 20 years ago I'm like, that fucking asshole, you know?
I know, man. I know, right?
And now I'm like, oh, DiCaprio? I gotta see it. He's amazing. So, I don't know. How could that be on there? Number 7, I don't agree with this either. Iron Man 3, I didn't think it was great, but I certainly don't think it was the 7th worst movie of the year.
I thought it was friggin' fantastic.
I didn't even think it was that bad, really.
Honestly, it was a bad Iron Man movie, but
not a bad movie.
But it wasn't a bad movie. So
I don't think it's a bad movie or a bad Iron Man movie.
I think it's a bad Iron Man movie. Absolutely.
I think it could be redeemed.
No, I think it's actually pretty good as it is.
I think it could be redeemed by revealing that Trevor Slattery was the Mandarin, and that whole thing was just his way of hiding.
Yeah, I really hate how it ended.
The ruse was a ruse.
Exactly. I think that it could be redeemed. Also, could we stop with Gwyneth Paltrow, please?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, Gwyneth Paltrow killed the Mandarin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, at least there isn't too
Problem
much
with
Gwyneth in
Iron
those
Man.
movies.
Okay. The problem with Iron Man 3 is they were trying to do 3 different stories in one movie.
Didn't work for Spider-Man 3.
Exactly. Or Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a horror show.
They were trying to do Extremis, they were trying to do the Mandarin, and they were trying to do sort of this Iron Man without the armor movie, and individually all 3 of these could have worked, but they didn't necessarily work in the same movie.
Yeah, they fell flat, is what happened.
Yeah. But I don't think it belongs on this list.
No. No.
Number 6, I can get behind this one, though. The Hangover Part 3.
I've never seen any of the Hangover movies, actually.
The first Hangover is very funny. I highly recommend it. Pretend it doesn't have any sequels.
Okay. I got
It's the sort of thing where they just repeating the same premise over and over again.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes that works with sequels, but when it's such a specific premise as this...
Yeah, exactly. The first one's very funny, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 5, and I think we're all going to really be angry at this one, Man of Steel.
I still haven't seen it.
Okay, well, now...
Or you're an idiot.
Alright, here's my quick take on Man of Steel. Very simple. It is... I understand it can be polarizing, it can be divisive. I understand that. However, it's a fucking awesome movie, so what the fuck?
Number 5th worst movie of the year.
I'm sure there's got to be like a bevy of worse movies than Man of Steel.
I thought it was awesome.
I thought it was great. I really did.
you got to take it as a different take on Superman. You can't compare it to anything that came before it. It's like comparing Batman Begins to like, the 1960s Batman. Two completely different things. You can't say that the 60s Batman sucked because it's not The Dark Knight. You know what I mean?
Right. It's apples and oranges. It really is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought Man of Steel... I honestly, every time I watch it, I like it more.
You hear that, folks? 2 recommendations. Go see it.
No, I mean, seriously.
And what the hell is wrong with you that you haven't seen? I'm taking away your balls.
Yeah, you need to see that.
Oh, yeah, like I had them to begin with.
Is that another one of your medical issues?
Yeah.
It really is a great movie. It needs to be. I
don't know. Just
everything about it worked.
Yeah.
And the things that when I saw it the first time that I thought didn't necessarily work, I appreciated upon watching it a second and third time.
And I think that's what needs to happen. Is that I think these people.
It is one of those movies you got to watch a few times. You got
to watch it again. You really do.
It's not that I don't want to, it's just I haven't gotten around to it.
By the way, have you guys heard that there is going to be a prequel television series on Sci-Fi?
Yes,
called
Krypton.
Krypton, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which,
Can't wait.
Since you haven't seen this, you don't know, the first, half hour of this movie is on Krypton, so you get to see a lot of really cool shit there.
Ooh.
The first half hour is basically about Jor-El,
Should be fun.
You get to see the explosion?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wicked.
Okay, number 4 is Sharknado. I think when you're making a movie bad on purpose, you almost kind of should disqualify it from a list like this.
No, I was just going to say, the thing about Sharknado, it's got its own cult,
It wasn't meant to be a good movie. It was meant to be a parody.
Right. And it is a parody.
Sharknado is satire.
I've seen this movie, and I give it 17 thumbs up. It is definitely...
You're taking it as a satire, right?
Of course.
Yeah, I think that people who think it's just that bad don't understand satire at all.
I mean, it's got Tara Reid in it. So there you go.
She is attractive.
We saw the sequel, by the way. Me and Chris saw
Sharknado 2?
Yeah, we saw
the second one.
Yeah.
The second one. And it was just as insane as the first one, but we enjoyed it for what it is.
Well, that's the point, right?
Yeah.
By the way, did you get the... Oh, wait. You don't use Firefox, do you?
Who?
You!
Yeah, I use Firefox.
Did you get the new version? Because the search thing is all fucked up.
Yeah, I did get the
I'm still trying to configure it properly, but it's giving me some issues.
Yeah, it's giving me some issues too, so you're not the only one.
I'm slowly getting it configured to the way I like it. I do like that it's more configurable. Customizable is the word I was looking for, but the default pisses me off.
Oh, the default was horrible.
Number 3, Grown Ups 2. There's a shock.
Ugh.
Grown-Ups 2.
I saw the first one, and I was unenthused.
We talked about that on List Critics too, actually.
Yeah.
That was a great concept that they fucked over.
And especially Oh, no, go ahead.
They just bought back too many jokes. They go, oh, I was just kidding, really. No, sell the joke, And
with the talent they had with them, they could have really knocked it out of the park, but they didn't.
Everybody was neutered.
It was just a great premise that was just really a delivery system for a bunch of fart jokes. And I got no problem with fart jokes. I got no problem with lowbrow humor. But, do it right. Do it right. Don't... There's a certain thing as too much lowbrow humor, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, look, Kevin James fell again.
I like Kevin James, too.
Yeah, but, he can do, he can do better.
So much more than fat guy fall down, go boom,
Yes!
Number 2 is After Earth. One of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I haven't seen it, but isn't this just a delivery system for Jaden Smith's insanity?
Yep.
Oh, man, have you seen his Twitter?
His Twitter is the most amazing thing. I don't know if he's a really brilliant kid that is fucking with everybody, or he's really that crazy.
Either way, it's just awesome.
Now, me and Tanya have seen this. Let me ask you, Jesse, have you seen the thing where they take his Twitter quotes and adapt them into Garfield strips?
No.
It's amazing.
You gotta go on Google or something when you have time. Search for Jaden Smith Garfield, it'll come up. It's so hilarious.
It is hilarious. You'll enjoy it.
And finally, the worst movie of 2013, according to RollingStone.com's readers, movie 43.
I never saw it.
That's another one of those movies that has tons of like A-list actors,
A lot of
and then
big
it's just like horrible,
Kristen
horrible,
Halle
horrible.
Berry, Kate Bosworth, Gerard Butler, Richard Gere, Terrence Howard, Hugh Jackman, Johnny Knoxville. Emma
Like I think one of the skits is like, I don't know, one of those actors has balls on his chin, and that's it.
with South Park already. Chloe Grace Moretz was in this.
Wow.
She's a good actress that appears in a lot of bad movies. I didn't even think, Chloe Moretz, I thought she was terrible until I saw Carrie, and then I appreciated her, but...
Wasn't she in Let Me In?
Yeah, but I didn't see that.
Oh, I love that movie. Good movie.
I was thinking of her for Kick-Ass, which I hated.
Oh, I know.
I like Kick-Ass.
Oh.
Kick-Ass was Kick-Ass.
It was Kiss-Ass is what it was.
Yeah.
It was Earthbound bad.
Oh, snap. No wonder Jess liked it.
People are going to think that
I
I'm
will
so
say
boxing
that,
Earthbound
since
again.
we're talking about Chloe Moretz, she's growing up to be a very good-looking girl, though.
Oh, yeah, she is. Oh, yeah.
Which is initially
I kind of
the issues
expected
that
that,
people
yeah.
had with Carrie, is they thought, oh, well, she's too pretty to be Carrie. But then when you see the other girls in the movie, oh,
Yeah.
shit! All of a sudden, she's the ugly one.
What was that one girl that you told me about?
I don't know her name, but she played Sue Snell, and she was like a 10 out of 10 easy.
Yeah, you were like, oh.
My God, I've never seen somebody that good looking.
How old are these girls again?
Oh, they're all in their 20s, dude.
Hmm.
Well, except for Chloe Moretz, she was like 18 when she made Carrie, but...
Was she 18 when she made Carrie?
Yeah, but I think everybody else, they were all in their 20s. You could tell all the guys in the school all have stubble, you know, it's a little... it's Hollywood teenagers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, out of 20, I gotta give this a rather low score, to be honest. Too many good movies on here. I mean, already pissed off about the Wolverine, and then you put Man of Steel on there, you're asking for it. I'm gonna give this like a 5 out of 20. Jesse, what say you?
I tend to agree with a bunch of these, but I'm only going to go for a 7, so below average.
Tanya?
I'm gonna say 4.
4. Okay.
Ooh, hurting.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouchie smatchy.
Hurt Locker up in here.
Okay. Hurt Locker. You had to make that reference, huh?
Hurt Locker. God.
Did not deserve Best Picture.
Ouch, you heard it first.
Neither did Avatar, so it's not like... Yeah.
Avatar, the ultimate sleep fest.
Yeah, Tanya actually fell asleep during Avatar.
Oh, wow.
Do you know I tried watching it again, actually just a few days ago. What happened? I fell asleep.
Yeah. I didn't think it was as bad as that, but it was definitely overrated.
Yeah,
Well.
it's kind of a been there, done that story.
I think you guys are going to appreciate this because this is like funny news stories. This is from The Escapist, submitted I think by Alex Shannon. Yes, it was. 8 amazingly odd news stories that will leave you dumbstruck. So there you go. So first up we have here's the headline for you. Florida man's Instagram photos lead to 142 felony charges.
Yeah.
Cops discovered that Dupree Johnson, a 19-year-old who was once known by his misspelled username Deuce22 Certified on the social media site, was the ringleader behind a string of thefts in Palm Beach County after the man posted pictures of himself holding guns.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Idiots.
So he posted pictures of himself with guns, wads of cash, and what appear to be drugs. Oh, wow. So he basically just put his crime out there for everyone to see.
He took his own evidence photos.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
You know, here you go.
Well...
I would like to put into the evidence selfie number 19.
Here's the next one. Mother, 35, almost dies after brain fluid pours from her nose for 4 months as doctors insisted it was her allergies.
Holy Christ!
Apparently, her brain fluid was leaking out of her nose. She kept going to the doctors. They kept telling her it was her allergies. They were giving her nasal sprays. She had cracks in her sphenoid sinus and could have very easily died.
Oh my God!
Brain fluid.
And this was happening in Tucson, Arizona. So of course it happened.
So that happened.
Yeah. All they had to say was Tucson.
Why? Is Tucson weird or something?
Oh my God, dude. Well, yeah.
It's not any worse than Scottsdale.
They're both in the same state, so what does that tell you about Arizona?
Yeah. Scottsdale, the worst place in the world. Scottsdale.
Let's go ask those active seniors. Hey, we're 35.
What?
It's The Simpsons.
Oh.
I actually seen this one. This is a great one. You ready for this? Drunk man tried to have sex with an ambulance.
What?
Yeah.
Back up.
I'm going to read this.
My brain just stopped.
Callum Ward, 25, was seen pressing himself against the emergency vehicle before simulating a sex act on the bonnet. Official police logs show an officer who saw him stated it looks as though he's attempting to make love to the front of the ambulance. Ward was drunk and had taken cannabis and amphetamine and was in relatively high spirits before the incident in November in Barnstaple, Devon. He was first spotted setting fire to a packet of peanuts inside a phone box before mounting the ambulance. Barnstaple Magistrates Court was told. This is the UK, man. They're weird.
So, weed and amphetamines. Okay. Cocktail for sex?
and alcohol as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course.
Face palm. That's all.
Gotta wash everything down somehow.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm face palming. That's... I can't even...
Okay.
Face palm.
This may be the most retarded thing I've ever read. Wow.
And you didn't use that word lightly either, too, so...
No, I don't. This is amazing. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm actually... okay, just from the headline, I'm thinking this is dumb, but actually reading it is pretty amazing. You guys know that marijuana is legal in Washington State.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was an annual hemp fest over there, and the police showed up, not to arrest people, but to hand out Doritos.
Because they're all going to have the munchies.
Where's the Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I know, right?
So, okay, I take back that I said it was retarded. That's actually pretty awesome.
And Doritos. Well, except you hate Doritos, though.
I hate Doritos, but if you're high, I guess they're good. I don't know. That's the only reason they sell, I think.
Wow!
That's so good. I like it. These cops are chill, man.
I guess so. Damn. Well, it's legal. You know,
Yeah.
they passed a law. The police are there to follow the law, not to make it up. Unless you're black.
Oh, I knew you were gonna go there. I knew
Topical.
it. Yeah.
Well, you got to watch that new South Park episode, man. So, okay, what is this? JFK assassination, new documentary claims president was shot by Secret Service agent George Hickey. I think the interesting, funny news there is that there's a guy named George Hickey.
George Hickey.
Hmm.
They're trying to say that the guy, accidentally discharged his weapon.
Sounds like a personal issue to me.
Oh, snap. So I guess there's this theory that that basically this guy's gun went off accidentally, and that's how JFK died.
Is that what they call it these days?
I said, well, Magneto tried to save him.
Magneto tried to...
That's why his head went back into the left.
No, but that's why the bullet curved. Come on now.
Yeah.
I was trying to save him, Charles. Why? He was one of us.
Yeah.
And then the spit went from his shoulder.
Oh man,
The magic
you have
spit
got
it
to just
was.
watch some Seinfeld after this.
Because it was a second spitter.
That was a second spitter.
Second spitter.
Okay, Big Brother loses his sense of humor. NSA orders satirical T-shirt maker to cease and desist.
Hmm.
Okay, the T-shirt has the NSA logo and it says, "The NSA, the only part of the government that actually listens."
Oh man.
Ayo.
Of course, they can't actually do that, though.
They do it, though.
Well, they're saying you can't use the logo because it's obviously copyrighted, but you could use anything that's copyrighted if it's a satire.
That's right. Fair use.
So there you go. Okay, school bans children from playing tag because it's considered too dangerous.
Oh, for
come on,
heaven's
really?
sakes!
Next
Next nap time's going to be too dangerous. They might choke on their own.
They're going to have them in
spit.
hyperbaric chambers for nap time.
For fuck's sake, really?
That is
I mean,
ridiculous.
that is ridiculous.
Tag. You know, I just want to say kids are supposed to kind of get hurt. They're supposed to fall down, get skin knees, get dirt all over them. You know, this is what builds their immune system and their character.
I was just gonna,
that's how you learn.
and you know, and researchers have actually said that schools are, especially like recess areas, are becoming too safe.
Absolutely.
I mean, you guys remember like the metal jungle gyms and things like that, right?
That thing was a life hazard, but I loved it.
It was great, you know. But let me tell you, now it's all plastic and rubber, and you know what I mean. It's like.
Did you guys know that when you get an organ transplant, that they do not remove the non-functioning organ?
What?
What?
Like, say, if you were to get a kidney... let's say you were to go into kidney failure, Tanya, and you were to get a kidney from somebody...
Well, fuck me.
They do not... somebody donates their kidney, right?
Yeah.
They do not actually remove your old kidneys. This makes sense. I have to tell you this, because I knew this, but the next thing is only going to make sense if I tell you this, okay?
Okay.
So, if you were to get a heart transplant, you would have two hearts in your body. Okay?
But what would happen to the old one? What if it dies and goes necrotic? You know?
That doesn't happen. But anyway, there's this man, 71 years old. He had what is called a heteroptic transplant, which puts a second heart in there. And he had a double heart attack.
What?
They refer to it in the medical jargon as dueling heart attack, but you can pretty much figure out what that means.
Well, like one heart attack was trying to fight the other one?
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I always thought transplant, take one out, put one in. That's what I always thought.
They don't, because bonding the new one to the old one helps fight. It helps your body accept it and not reject it so much.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
get a double heart attack.
He survived, of course. He survived. He was doing okay, you know.
I want to know what gave him a double heart attack.
Being 71 years old could have and having the heart disease to begin with might have had something to do with it.
Maybe my ex visited him, you know?
Oh! All right. That was the last one. Out of 8, I gotta say 8. These were all amazing. Well, actually, I'm gonna give it 7 because that JFK one was silly, but... Tanya.
I'm going to say 7 as well.
Jesse?
3 sevens makes it lucky.
There you go. All right, enough with the fucking Alex Shannon shit, huh? Let's give someone else a chance here.
Thank you for the list, Mr. Shannon. Or
Oh,
Mrs.
I love it,
Shannon.
you know, but I want to give other people a chance.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting. Is this for real? Hold on a second.
Is this real life?
Okay, never mind.
It could be. It all depends.
I'm still skipping past all this shit from him.
Is this just fantasy?
Okay. What is this shit? Come on now. Give me something interesting here.
Okay, now I have Bohemian Rhapsody going through my head. Damn it.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, Figaro.
Put aside for me.
For me. For me. Okay, how about the... Oh, this one. This one's perfect for Jesse. This is from Slayer Darth, from norwich.tab.co.uk. Top 10 drinking games.
Oh,
Now, why is it perfect for me, mister?
Because you're a lush.
I was about to say, are you calling me a lush?
Yeah, I just did, didn't I?
Well, you may call me that, but you're incorrect, sir.
I still love the video when you were drunk and off your ass. That was
I
great.
love showing people that, and then the part where you fall down.
Oh, I just
Oh my god!
bury my hands onto
I remember the
my
next
face.
day when I told him that I was uploading it, and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "The video of you being drunk." And then I told him, "Do you remember falling down?" Because he didn't remember any of it. And he goes, "No, I fell down." No wonder my hip hurts.
I was wondering why my hip hurt. I thought it was just I slept funny because sometimes, I'll sleep in a weird position.
From the sound of it, it sounded like you went down pretty hard.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Double ouch. Same thing.
best part is when he when he called back, when he hangs up, and I call him back, and I was like, "Why do you keep hanging up?" "I was trying to call you." "Oh, but you already dialed."
All right, so maybe I had a little too much that night. That
bit.
one
Okay,
time.
That one time and all the other times. Like, how about when I wasn't recording and I convinced you that your roommates would have sex on your bed in front of you if you sang Britney Spears to them?
And I did.
And he sang "Hit Me Baby One More Time." And then they actually started to get it on, and then he got his camera out like a dick.
So anyway, these drinking games.
Yeah. He got his camera out, and then they got pissed off and left. He could have watched lesbian sex live in front of him, but no, he had to be a dick and get his camera.
Oh, I wouldn't have remembered it.
That's what the camera for, but no. All right, you would have remembered it. You remembered that happening.
Yeah, I think they told me.
Yeah, well. All right, so these are the top 10 drinking games. Number 1, Crate Escape. Everyone playing buys a crate of cider or beer. These are then stacked up against the door so that no one can get out. No one is allowed to leave the room until every last can has been drunk. If you need the loo in the meantime, tough shit. Probably not one for a girls' night.
Oh, I don't like that very much.
That doesn't sound fun, though. Aren't drinking games supposed to be fun?
Yeah, if I gotta break the seal, I'm breaking that seal.
Well, you got plenty of empty cans, I guess. Number 2, Amy Winehands. This sounds terrible, the name of it.
Wait, I think I know what this is.
Tape a bottle of wine to each hand. You can't undo the tape until you've drunk the contents of both bottles. You might say, what happens if I haven't finished by the time I go to the LCR? Let's be honest, with a combination of peer pressure, the need to be able to use both your hands, and the fact that you've just drunk 2 bottles of wine, you probably won't be making it to the LCR.
This is exactly what I thought it was.
That also does not sound fun.
I was about to say, this doesn't sound fun so far.
Yeah. Number 3, Wizard Lad Drinking Game. Step 1, dress up as a wizard. Step 2, drink as many cans of beer or cider as you can and then tape them together. Whoever has the longest staff by the end of pre-drinks wins and gets to decide forfeits for all the other players. All staffs and outfits must be taken out with you as well. That sounds fun.
That sounds interesting.
That's
I wouldn't mind dressing up as a wizard.
Yeah, there you go. Number 4, I Have Never. We've all heard of this one.
Never have I ever.
Yeah. When you start off, it's all about getting to know each other, but let's face it, after a couple of weeks, it pretty much becomes a way of embarrassing someone or making pointed comments.
Yeah.
Number 5, Paranoia. Sit in a circle. The person to your left whispers a question in your ear so that only you can hear it, i.e. who is most likely to be sick on themselves tonight. You then say the person in the group who you think is the answer to the question. If the poor paranoid person in question asks you what the question is, you must tell them and they have to drink. But if they can live without knowing, then you drink. Sneaky tips include laughing when you hear the question and smirking when you say their name to increase the paranoia.
Oh, that's kind of good.
That's clever.
That's
I
pretty
like
clever.
that.
That's clever. I like that.
I like that.
Number 6, Centurion. 100 shots of beer, 100 minutes. Enough said.
Oh, jeez.
Well, you think about a shot of beer, you don't think of that as being a lot of alcohol. But doing 100 shots in 100 minutes will fuck you up.
Yeah, I hate beer, so whatever.
I'm with you there, man.
Beer's awesome. Number 7, Drinking Jenga. On each Jenga piece, write a forfeit, e.g. do 4 fingers, kiss the person to your right, etc. For a full list, check out this link. Oh, so every time you pull out the piece, you have to do whatever it says on there.
What if the whole thing falls? What, do you finish your drink?
I guess so. You know what? That could be sex Jenga, too.
Ooh.
Sex Jenga.
Yeah. There you go.
Mix the two together.
There you go.
Number 8. Jumble the pieces.
Number 8, flip, sip, or strip. Toss a coin in the air as it comes down, call heads or tails. If you're right, pass it on to the next person. However, if you're wrong, you must either do a finger of your drink or take off an item of clothing. No, you can only do the same option for 2 goes in a row.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow, that takes some thinking.
You got to get some attractive people that you actually want to see naked, though, because
You want a nice mix, though, just to make it interesting.
That's right. That's true. You're right. Number 9, beer pong. Nobody likes beer pong. If you really need me to tell you how to play this, then just leave. I know, but that's not fun. Nobody likes it.
No.
That's not fun.
That's a game you have to be drunk to play.
Yeah, you have to already be drunk.
Yeah. Number 10, Ring of Fire. Yes,
I
that
know
old chestnut. Probably the most well-known and well-loved or hated of all drinking games. The premise is simple. A load of cards and spread them out around a pint glass or saucepan or kettle, basically whatever comes to hand. Every flat seems to have their own variation, but there are some of the tab's favorites. And there's a long list of things, but we all know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
Fire. All right, out of 10, I'm gonna go like a 7 on this. Some of these are pretty good. Some of them are not so good. Tanya.
6.
Jesse.
I'm thinking along the same wavelength as you, 7.
Okay, there we go. So let's see what else we got. Hold on, let me see. Have I done this one? Pleated jeans, so I'm... Suck my bum, second try. Okay, well, I've done something similar to this, but I haven't done this specific list. This is from pleatedjeans.com, submitted by... Who submitted this? This is Alex Dallenlund.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Axel Dallenlund. It's Poofnisse.
Okay.
Poofnisse submitted this. 21 completely delicious burns and comebacks.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this first person, this is from, I guess, Tumblr, and they post a picture of Lady Gaga in one of her ridiculous outfits next to the singing wardrobe from Beauty and the Beast. They look very similar. And they write, "Whoa, so similar, except the wardrobe could sing."
Ooh.
Oh, shots fired.
Shots fired indeed. Cross the bow.
Yeah. Do you remember that one that we did, Tanya, where they told the pizza man to write a joke on the box, and it was Pizza Hut, and they wrote Domino's Pizza on the box?
Domino's Pizza, yeah.
They put a tiny mirror that they strapped to the underside of the box.
Oh, God. I like that.
Burn. Pizza burn.
Burn.
Looks like a nice-looking pizza, too. This one says, "One time I was out shopping with my mom, and I started playing with the display thing, and she was like, 'What are you doing?' And I sarcastically was like, 'Worshipping Satan, obviously.' And she was like, 'Seems like a bit conceited to worship yourself, but whatever makes you happy.'"
Oh!
Oh.
Nice
Quick wit.
comeback. Nice comeback.
Yeah!
Okay, this girl on Facebook writes, "I wish I could slap the biggest slut in my school right now." Her friend replies, "Self-abuse is not funny, Sophia."
Hey-yo!
Man.
I'm feeling the heat over here, man.
Okay, this person on Facebook, they just changed their status, "in a relationship." And one of the replies says, "Netflix finally felt the same."
Oh, man. I might have to use that one, actually.
Gee.
That's good.
I like that one a lot, actually. I really do.
This person writes, "Can't believe I didn't grow not even a single inch since 15. And the reply, "You did horizontally."
Oh.
See, I would come back with, "Yeah, in the pants."
A little more on the nose.
Yeah.
Well, not really nose, but something else. But hey.
Okay, yeah, well, that's, yeah. This one, the caption of this says, "I believe the French are calling the rest of us fat." It's a label on I guess it looks like pants or something. It says U.S. large, UK large, Denmark large, France extra large.
Oof.
Yeah.
Trying to say something, France?
Those fat Americans, British people, and Dutch people. Yeah,
The Dutch!
Yeah. All right. So this person on Facebook wrote, "Without the ugly in this world, there would be nothing beautiful." And the person replied, "Thank you for your sacrifice."
Oh, awesome.
And then the person after that replied with a Wikipedia link to list of burn centers in the United States.
Nice.
This next one, this is Facebook. The person writes, "It would be much easier to do jumping jacks if my dick weren't hitting me in the face." And the reply comes and says, "I didn't know you were only 3 inches tall."
Oh!
Snap.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, this one's good. I like this one. Okay, so this kid on Facebook writes, hanging out with the girlfriend would be so nice right about now, and then his dad replies, so inflate her.
Oh my god. A dad burn.
Dad burned.
Dad burn.
A dad burned.
Dad burn?
This one's on Tumblr. The person writes, today I got into an argument with my aunt because she was upset that her daughter was dating a girl, so I said, do you really think you should fall in love with someone's genitals over their soul? Because that's shallow and sad. And then my 75-year-old grandmother, who was sitting in her rocking chair and who hasn't said a word for the past hour, screamed, oh, burn! And hit my aunt with a fly swatter.
Yeah.
Damn, that grandma's cool.
I like that grandma.
Grandma with the assist.
Oh, yeah, with the assist is right. Nice. Nice. Okay, so this guy posts this picture of himself where he's trying to look like Kurt Cobain, like he has the hair and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And he writes, this is on Facebook, Kurt Cobain, you're my idol. And here comes the reply. First person says, what the heck is this? Second person says, a lame excuse for a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Third one says, is that what you say when you look in the mirror as encouragement to take on the day?
Oh.
The epic comeback there, huh?
Yikes.
Yeah. Wow.
Good
This is
turnaround.
a Tumblr. Somebody writes, my handwriting is uglier than me. And another person writes, who knew that was possible?
Aw.
Snap.
Poor guy.
This is mean. This girl posts, I need Google in my brain and an antivirus for my heart. And then this other person replies, and Photoshop on your face.
Oh,
That is mean.
that's cruelty.
That isn't even a good burn. That's just mean.
No, that's just mean. Fuck that.
That's dickery.
Okay, I love this one. So they have the Subway sign, right? It says Subway, and it says, avocado available, And have you ever seen the weird way that they spell avocado at Subway?
Don't they spell it correctly?
No, they don't. And then there's another sign a little further in the row, Monty Sub Shop, and on the sign it says, we know how to spell avocado.
We know how to spell avocado.
How do they spell avocado?
Avacado.
Avocado?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's bad.
It's pretty bad. It's not avocado, it's avocado.
Avocado, yeah.
Avocado.
It might be just this specific Subway, I don't know. Well, anyway, here's a text message. It says, you must be wearing space pants because your ass is out of this world. The reply, actually, they're softball pants because my ass is so out of your league.
Oh, boom!
I actually heard that one before. This next one writes, it takes longer... Okay, alright, hold on. Okay, so this person writes Leonardo DiCaprio, and they try to put like the N and the O in Leonardo, and then they try to somehow put the word Oscars in DiCaprio. And he wrote, it took longer than it should have for me to realize there's no Oscars in Leo's last name. And then the person replies, there aren't any in his hands either.
Aw, as there should be.
I think he deserves it for Inception, no?
Yeah.
I thought he deserved it for Inception. Or for Shutter Island, that was a really good one.
Oh, Shutter Island, good movie.
People give that movie crap, but I liked it.
Which one, Shutter Island or Inception?
Yeah, Shutter Island.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a Facebook post. Dear football players in my math class, just because I'm a single boy who enjoys musical theater doesn't mean I'm gay. Sincerely, you're naked in a locker room with 50 men while I'm backstage with 50 women.
Yeah.
Boom!
Nice.
Boom!
That was a cannon right there. That's what that was.
So
he should have tagged it with a picture of himself backstage with all the ladies.
I know, right? Shit. Okay, this girl on Facebook writes, can't stop eating. Her boyfriend replies with, worms? And then she replies with, wouldn't be the first thing you gave me.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh,
And then he comes back with, nice. Nice.
That's love.
Ouch.
This girl on Facebook writes, so I've decided I need to do something to get over my irrational fear of whales. Any ideas? And then somebody replies, stop looking in the mirror.
I saw that coming a mile away.
I knew that was coming, too.
That's harsh, dude. Wow. Nice. Okay.
But wait, like back up. A rational fear of whales. How many whales are you spotting these days?
Dude, people are scared of the weirdest shit, dude. Tanya's afraid of clowns. They're not just like stalking outside her window, but she's afraid of them anyway.
I'm deathly afraid of them. I can't watch them on TV.
Hey, and you with the spiders.
Well, that's spiders. That's a common fear.
Yeah, but you can't even... Most people are a little freaked out by spiders, but you can't even look at a picture of a spider.
No, I don't know why. Like, I know it's not going to jump out and get me. It's
exactly.
Just,
that's why it's an irrational fear. Anyway, here's the last one. This person on Facebook writes the quote, "Everybody's a little gay, honey boo boo," and somebody else replies, "Not me." And the original person replies, "You already have a stick in your ass. There isn't room for anything else." And then another person replied with the Wikipedia list of burn centers in the United States.
Burn centers in the United States.
Not me.
Cold water to the burned area.
Not me.
Not me. Do you ever see season 1 of South Park on DVD, guys?
Season 1? No.
No.
All the episodes have these intros with Matt and Trey acting all happy, and they're laying on the floor, and they're petting his dog. And it's funny because the dog keeps changing, like in each shot. They'll be petting a German Shepherd, and the camera will cut to Trey's face, and then it'll cut back, and they're petting like a Chihuahua. And it's like a different dog in each shot, and it's like the gayest thing ever. They keep looking at each other, these really weird looks, and it looks really gay, And the interviewer asked them, "Are you guys a couple?" And Matt goes, "You mean, are we gay?" And they look at each other and they go, "A little." Yeah, we're all a little gay.
A little gay.
A little, yeah. All right, out
Not
of 21...
me.
Yeah, not me. I'm going to give this a 20 out of 21. Let's, Jesse, what do you say?
I don't know, man. I thought I was like dying over here. I got to give it a perfect score, 21.
21, and what do you say, Tanya?
I'm going to say 20.
Okay. All right, here's another one from Poufnisse. It's, oh, God, from Pleated Jeans, 24 instances of kids saying the darndest things.
Oh. Bitches say the darndest things.
Okay, so this first one looks like a school project or something. This kid wrote, "When I grow up, I want to get a hat and put it on." Well, reach for the stars, kid.
Now reach for the hat rack.
Yeah, right? Damn. Here's a card a kid made. "I love you because you smell good. I love you even when you fart on me. I love your hugs and kisses. Happy birthday, Daddy."
Even when you fart on me.
Oh, that's great. Okay, my mom asked her first graders to write a letter to the president. And this one writes, "Dear Mr. President, I am having fun at school with black people. Thank you. Love, Hannah."
With black people.
Yeah, the president is not responsible for the existence of black people.
I'm having fun
Sure.
with people.
You can't thank him or blame him for that.
Oh my god.
Well, didn't you know racism is over now because of the president?
Well, it's a step in the right direction, but it's not over. Damn sure. All right. "As if being deployed for Valentine's Day isn't bad enough. Thanks, Donovan." It's a happy Valentine's card. "Dear soldier, my name is Donovan. I want to give you a big Valentine's card because you're probably never going to get to see your family again. So I want..."
Oh god.
That dude.
It's dark.
I want to let you know that I care. Sincerely, Donovan.
Oh my god.
I don't think the kid realized how dark that is.
That's really dark.
That's so sad.
Oh my god.
That really caught me, like, off guard. Wow.
Wow. I did not expect that.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Dedicated to my mom and dad because they seem to be the only ones interested in my work. Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
That's great.
My face is gonna break.
Okay, so this is something for, I guess, Martin Luther King Day. This kid drew a fairly nice drawing of Martin Luther King Day, of Martin Luther King. Anyways, "I have a dream that one day," and they fill in the rest, "I have a dream that one day there would not be killing and war. Also, I dream Justin Bieber will just go away."
All right, this kid's on the right track.
Message.
Wow. Wow. I think Dr. King would agree.
Yeah.
I'm Martin Luther King, and I approve this message.
Yes.
"I got so much street cred, they put my name on the signs."
I have a Dreamcast.
Oh, God. All right.
Wow.
Here's a homework problem. Estimation: Mr. Franklin spent $15.33 to buy 7 gallons of gas. Is the cost of a gallon of gas greater than or less than $2 for each gallon? Explain. And the kid writes, more. Each gallon costs $2.19. My mom wants to know where this gas station is. That's amusing.
Especially nowadays, right?
Okay, this is what a second grader needs to be successful. And the kid writes, listen to your teacher. To listen the first time, concentrate on your work, make good choices, do not show your private parts. Good advice.
That is good advice. That's solid advice.
Good advice for any second grader.
Don't show your private parts.
This is put on a bulletin board. This kid wrote, I will one day be a potato. I really hope that that's like a clever Portal reference and this kid is not really that stupid.
Well, you know, in case anybody's not aware, on Skype, Necro here has a potato for an avatar.
And you just look up to me.
Yes. I'm looking at a giant potato right now.
So I guess this guy just wants to...
He looks up to me. He wants to be like...
You know?
Okay, here's one. Note for teacher. Dear Mr. It's redacted. I appreciate you, but I don't appreciate homework. More you, less homework.
More you, less homework.
I agree.
Insightful.
Here's a note for the Tooth Fairy. Dear Tooth Fairy, could you leave me $75? If not $25, if not $10. Please $75. Thanks.
It's just those increments, though.
Yeah. Wow, I never got $10. Or, you know, I get like $1.
Yeah.
Well, you know, inflation. Okay, so this kid wrote a letter to Bill Clinton. Dear Bill Clinton, how are you and Hillary? I am fine. You don't know me yet. My name is Scooter Cheeks. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
I'm your favorite president. I think they mean you're my favorite president.
Yes.
I see you all the time on TV. Because I'm your favorite fan, is that you're smart, nice, and intelligent. And this is hard to read. And you make good and smart rules for Kentucky. I am almost about as smart as you. And, you're about as smart as God. Wow, damn. Kiss his ass a little more. Well, I got to go, your friend Scooter. And he actually got like a form letter reply from Bill Clinton, which is pretty cute. But
what?
Yeah. Okay.
What?
This kid, Andrew, just drew a picture of himself. It says, I am afraid of a talking banana. I don't know what the hell that's about. This is the future of our country right here. Andrew here. Andrew, this kid Andrew on January 7th, 2014 drew a picture and wrote, I am afraid of a talking banana.
Well, if you saw a talking banana, wouldn't you be a little freaked?
A little bit, yeah, but I wouldn't talk about it.
That banana would be the one doing the talking.
All right.
That's the best
Here's the card this kid wrote for his brother. Dear Tyler, you are the greatest brother ever because you hit like a girl.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Hey, I hit pretty hard, you know? You know? Yeah.
Yeah. As a note, dear Mom, Ainsley was super good today, so she gets to play games. Love, Dad. I don't think the mom's gonna buy that.
No.
Here's another note. I love you, Mama. Hi, Sydney loves you too. I have beautiful eyes. I'm Ian. Wow. You have beautiful eyes. P.S. You make the best guacamole. And then this drawing of a banana for some reason.
A talking banana?
These kids in their bananas.
Banana.
I am a banana! Here's a load. I love you, Mommy. Dear Mom, you are my favorite mommy ever. I'm sorry for calling you a piece of poo. And I hate you and not going to my room. I love you, Mommy. Love your daughter, Kara.
Aww.
Piece of poo. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, piece of poo. There's another Tooth Fairy letter.
Oh.
Dear Tooth Fairy, I swallowed my tooth. I am sorry. My name is Gwen. I wish you could give me money next time. Love, Gwen.
Aww.
Aw, that's little Gwen.
This one says, Mommy, I love you sometimes, with like 50 exclamation points.
I love you sometimes.
Not today.
I love you sometimes. Just sometimes.
This one's so zoomed in that I'm not understanding what the... April Ham Lincoln? What?
Abraham Lincoln?
Oh, they wrote it as April Ham Lincoln.
April Hamley.
Now I get it.
Yeah!
Alright, this one...
Vampire Hunter.
When I was little, I ate my mom's deodorant behind her bed. I drew a picture of that.
Oh my god!
My mom's deal. What the hell?
That's terrible. Happy it's Valentine's Day. Wow. We're having fun here. Happy Valentine's. I love you. Have a great day, and I like you too. And by like, do you mean love? If you do, me too. But we can't be boyfriend and girlfriend. My mom won't let me, but we can like and be friend and play together. P.S. It's not my best writing. I could tell that.
Oh, you think? Aw, that's adorables.
Okay, this is another Valentine's Day. This person had to list 6 people you love. He wrote, Mom, Dad, Sean, Kate, Tyler, and Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh.
Teddy Roosevelt.
That kid must read Cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another one. This is the last one. Dear Mom and Dad, I love you guys because Mom is the good cook and Dad, you are very good at waking up. Love, Jennifer.
You're right.
Wow.
I didn't know that was a skill.
You know, I think it is a skill because I suck at waking up.
You know, I've noticed as I get older, you start making noises as you wake up. You know.
Yeah. Not pleasant.
First thing you do is.
All right, out of 24, I gotta say 24. What do you guys think?
24.
Definitely 24.
That was amazingly fun.
That was awesome.
That was really good. My face freaking hurts. My cheeks are red as hell.
All right, we want to continue, but I need to get me some liquid to go with this because my throat's getting very dry. So just give me, why don't you guys vamp for 60 seconds while I pour some iced tea?
Now, by iced tea, does that mean just cold tea with ice cubes in it? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's like a Canadian thing.
Do they not have iced tea in Canada?
Well, I think your sweet tea is our iced tea because...
I don't drink sweet tea.
Whenever you ask... Because if you ask for iced tea in, like, a restaurant, you get what you would call sweet tea.
Well, I don't drink sweet tea.
I like sweet tea.
If you were at a restaurant here and you ask for iced tea, they'll usually ask you sweet or unsweet.
Oh,
and I would usually ask for the unsweet, but in this case, it's the Arizona brand green tea with honey.
Oh, I've seen those, the very large cans.
Well, no, it's a big jug. I buy like a big jug, because I don't buy soda anymore.
Ah.
I only drink iced tea, juice, and water now, and coffee.
Kicking the soda habit.
I've kicked it. I haven't had soda in over a year.
No more pop.
I've never called it pop, and I never will.
I'll be right back. I'm not feeling that great. I'll be right back.
You all right there, Tanya?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. I hope she's going to take a shit, and not puke.
Yeah, a little intestinal distress.
So, well, she's been working herself to death, so...
Oh, man.
I think I just heard her throw up.
That would be correct.
Okay, Carissa, why don't you guys bow out and me and Jesse will finish the rest of it, okay?
Sure, no problem.
If she's throwing up, there's no reason for her to come back and continue for however longer we're going to go.
Hope you feel better.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Or if Carissa, if you want to sit here and finish with us.
Yeah.
About how long are you going to be?
Let's say another hour.
Yeah, I'll sit and finish with you guys.
Okay, so let's
Wicked.
predicts end of your special now starring Armageddon Time and Carissa Botello.
Woo!
Alright, let me move myself.
And I think you'll enjoy this next one, Carissa, because it's 24 angry roommate notes.
Uh-oh. I've either made some of these
Tanya,
or
go lay
received
down.
some of these.
Oh, God.
Tanya, go lay down. Carissa's going to take over for you.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Tagging out.
Over the...
Yeah. Tagging out. Very good, Jessica.
Alrighty, gents, let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay, 24 angry roommate notes. This first one is taped to the microwave. And it says, I cleaned most of the apartment, so please keep it tidy while you move out. Casey. P.S. Go to hell.
Boom.
Nice.
It's written in such nice writing, too. Wow.
That just adds a little smugness to it.
Yeah,
Right.
and then it's like these nice flowers next to it. It's, I mean, it is written on a paper towel, but you make do with what you got, you know? This next one is a big sign that somebody put outside. It says, Bob, pay your rent. And it's just like for everybody to see, too.
Nice.
Bob, this guy lives here.
Embarrassed
Not
this
paying
motherfucker into paying his rent.
Damn straight. This one, hey, bitch, Megan, hair is not recyclable. I hope your new haircut looks really stupid.
She threw her hair into what? The recycling bin?
That's what it sounds like.
That's nasty, man.
That's weird.
That is gross.
Girl, you nasty.
Yeah. This person put a note on, I guess, this 2 pieces of toast on a plate in the fridge, and they put a Post-it note on it. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in a fridge. You can't refrigerate toast. Well,
Why the fuck would you refrigerate?
I mean, technically you can, but why would you?
I just like, it's the stupidest thing he's ever seen.
In a fridge.
Wow.
Honestly, I mean, like, you can refrigerate, but why would you?
What's the point?
If I have toast, I'm going to eat it. Because toast is delicious. I'm
And you
not
don't-
going to like, oh, you know what? I made this toast, but I'm going to eat it tomorrow. That's ridiculous.
And you don't keep bread in the fridge.
Very-
So why would you keep
a
toast in
a lot of people do, actually.
Why?
Well, I keep bread in the fridge simply
Oh.
because if I leave it out, I get mice.
Right.
So I keep it. I can't leave food out. I have to have everything sealed up.
Nice.
Especially in the cold weather like this, where the
Oh yeah, they all come in.
they come in just because it's warm. So I don't
Mhm.
want to feed the bastards.
Right. We have a friend that has that problem too.
Well, I set traps and kill them, and that works. But you know, I'm not going to feed them while they're here.
Right.
I want to get rid of them. I don't want mice in the house.
Ain't gonna eat for free.
You're going to eat that little bit of peanut butter I put on the trap. That's your last meal, motherfucker.
Peanut butter does work way better than cheese, than the mythical cheese.
Mice don't actually like cheese. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really weird.
But
I
also
mean,
the peanut
this
butter's
was-
sticky too.
I love this next one because the visual of it. There's an empty toilet paper roll, and they put these pieces of paper that with eyeballs above it, so it looks like a sad mouth,
Huh.
and a word bubble next to it that says "I'm starving."
Beautiful.
Well, feed him. He sustains himself on teepee. Okay, this one says such nice handwriting too. It's like perfect print block letters, you know. Probably because they did it on graph paper for whatever reason. But it says, Louise, not everyone has chosen the same destructive path as you have, mindless corporate muppet, and not everyone wants to set the world ablaze with greed, extortion, and squander. So please, next time you use the toilet, turn the tap off. Many thanks, society.
Oh my god.
Muppet.
You could tell that person's British. And you know what? It was written in like a purple ink, but the word Muppet was written in red, so they really wanted to emphasize that.
Muppet.
Muppet.
Fucking Muppet.
Okay, this person has some notes on their bed. It says, do not sleep in my bed. I will be able to tell, and I will be pissed. I respect your stuff, so please respect mine. And if you think this note is weird, I think it's even weirder that you're in here to begin with.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
would
that
you
would be kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's fucked.
An excellent point. An excellent point. Oh my god. Wow. There's a whole refrigerator flow chart. So you know what? We'll do this. We'll do this first with Jesse, and then I'll do it with Carissa. We're gonna have the choose your own adventure here.
Ooh.
Okay. So refrigerator full chart. What are you looking for? Drink or food?
Food.
Is there a name on the food?
No.
Nope. Can you pretty much guess whose food it is based on the item?
No.
Ask absolutely everyone. Everyone. Don't pretend like you did. Until then, grabby paws off, motherfucker. Also see bathroom flowchart.
Bathroom flowchart.
Okay, Carissa. We'll try it with you. What are you looking for? Food or drink?
Drink.
Is this occasion a party?
No.
Did you purchase this glorious beverage?
Yes.
Yes, I cannot wait to enjoy the fruits of my labor, which I earned at my minimum wage job doing backbreaking work. May you enjoy this item without fear of a hidden laxative. Enjoy.
Wow.
Wow, that's cool.
There's a whole bunch of different ways you can go, but it all leads to either that or grabby paws off, motherfucker.
Nice.
I remember living with a certain couple of people who had children that inhaled everything. I used to put...
Oh, you're talking about... I'll call them out. You're talking about Jen and Rich.
Yeah. Their kids used to inhale everything that they could get their little paws on without asking. And so I started putting duct tape on the fridge, and they had to ask to go get something. If it was something that was... If they brought it out of the kitchen and it was something that was mine, they had to go put it back.
Wow.
When I lived in an apartment with this guy once, back in high school, we bought must have been 4 or 5 bags of Doritos, which would have lasted us the month.
Yeah.
And within a week,
That'll last me the rest of my lifetime there.
Ugh,
yeah. But within a week's time,
I'm with Carissa on that. I hate Doritos.
Within a week's time, all the Doritos were gone, and I didn't even open one bag.
Let me ask you a question. Why were you living in an apartment with another dude when you were in high school?
It was part of the program. If it was your last year, there was an apartment on campus, so it was like learning how to live to your... Yeah. Wow. Live by yourself.
That's a pretty good thing, actually, I think.
You could learn blind skills and laundry and shit.
Blind school, that's why.
Gotcha, that's right, okay.
Okay, I love this. This is a little gross, but there's a pile of, cat vomit.
Yeah.
And you can see the cat there looking at it, and somebody embedded a note in it that says, "Anna, please clean my vomit. Thanks, cat."
Aw, it's cute and gross.
It's very gross, because some person's sitting there embedding the note in the puke there.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Okay, this big note says, "Read this," and apparently someone had torn it in half at one point, so it must have really pissed them off. It says, "Caution, some things to know. Her dog stinks up the entire house, so close your door and get an air freshener. Roommate plays loud music and stays up all night talking on Skype and puff. Very annoying. She has a high body temperature and never turns on heat. She will tell you to buy a box heater. Annoying. Arguing with her is like boxing a glacier. She yells at her dog all the time. Annoying as fuck. She has an annoying voice and is a control freak. She washes dishes and doesn't take them out of the sink. Annoying, but also just fucking weird. Overall, we're dealing with quite the peculiar roommate. Good luck."
That's a lot of really bad things as a roommate.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the worst thing there is yelling at the dog all the time.
Agree.
I hate that.
Well, let me tell you,
It would be
our
weird to
dog
take the
Sai-
dog and make the dog get freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we occasionally yell at Sai, but we don't sit and stay on top of him and scream at him.
Some people just don't let it go, yeah.
Sai, don't chase that cat. You're going to get your eyes clawed out. Stop chewing your butt. You're going to rip your skin open. Stuff like that. But,
So, here's one. Listen to this. Dear housemates, please take under consideration the parking arrangement tonight was not thought out properly. We have a garage that one car could go in, and instead our driveway looks like a parking lot. Please think of all housemates while living under this roof, not just yourself. Thank you. And that's not too bad, but then somebody decided to grade the entire thing for grammar.
Huh.
So they circled all the spelling errors and all the issues and and then gave him a score 12 out of 28, 42%, A clean document with some folds. Sentence structure could use improvement along with grammar. Would love to discuss your results to improve your persuasive writing ability. D+.
Yikes. Harsh marker.
Okay, here's a note on the fridge. Says, Dear household, I am sick of your disgusting lazy cunts not washing up after yourself. You have one day to learn before you find your dirty dishes in your bed with you. This includes pots, pans, plates, cups, and teapots. If you have a problem with this, I am happy to discuss. Sincerely, Harlan. And then there's a note written next to it. Harlan, I like the way you think. Let's discuss this... I can't read that. Let's discuss this something. Get your people to call my people and we'll do lunch. Love, Ben. I'd love to discuss this further. That's what it says. Okay.
Just
it's
being
kind
cheeky.
Kind of a bad picture, you know? Okay. Somebody wrote, like, there's a burrito on a plate with a note that says, my food is not your food, don't eat it, duh. And somebody else wrote, you left this in the microwave when you were drunk, idiot.
Wow.
Okay, so this person put this note on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This entire thing is written across 10 Post-it notes, and it says, next time you have a problem with me, skip the Post-its and fucking ask. Thank you. We will not have this problem again.
Right?
Good heavens.
But they use 10 Post-it notes to tell the other person to knock it off with the Post-it notes.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Cool.
I just gotta use the ladies' room like normal, not like Tanya.
I would hope not, right? You know what? I gotta go to the bathroom, too. So,
oh no.
While me and Carissa are going to our respective bathrooms, Jesse, why don't you entertain the nice people?
People. Well, from what I understand, there's that Hobbit movie coming out next week. I have yet to see the second one, but What?
Second one sucked.
Oh. Well, there's a dragon in it. I want to see the dragon.
Well, the dragon is Benedict Cumberbatch, so that was cool.
Yeah, I want to see Benedict Cumberbatch the dragon. But I can't see the third one until I've seen the second one. And I know I'm actually going home for a couple of days to see my parents next week, so they want to take me to the movie, and I haven't seen it yet, and this is all very fascinating, I'm sure. I can't hear a word he's saying. Anyway. Netflix, whatever. I already have it, actually. But it's just a matter of me sitting down and watching it, but I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I like the first one well enough.
The first one was awesome.
Yeah.
Second
a bunch of... Ah, well. I'll eventually get around to it.
Precarious situation here. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm sitting on the toilet. Carissa's in the bathroom. You're yapping about the Hobbit, and I just got a text from Julie.
Cool. And you're coming through pretty clear for the most part.
That's good. No, the second Hobbit kind of blew, dude.
Oh, well, I've never even read the book.
Well, okay, I didn't mind the elf girl that they added because she's not from the books. They kind of just added her in there. And a lot of people had a hard time with her. I didn't mind her, but Legolas was fucking stupid. He had no point to be there.
Legolas? He's here?
There was no reason for him to be there other than for Orlando Bloom to just cash another paycheck.
Yeah, what else has he been in lately?
He can play.
Pardon me?
Oh my. Oh my god. Julie just asked me, what you doing? That's a complicated answer.
Not necessarily.
Well, list critics, taking a shit, yelling across the house. I'll just say list critics.
Loose critics.
The end of your special where I take a shit live. Well, we were going for several hours, and I was eating at the beginning.
I had actually eaten a very delicious meal that I prepared. It involved canned peas and some cheesy broccoli rice and some garlic chicken.
That's disgusting.
Yep.
You lie.
That's disgusting.
I have
It
returned.
was delicious.
Peas are not delicious.
Peas are fantastic.
Only
I ate
if,
them.
One at a time.
I ate them boiled, and they were great.
Only if they're fresh or frozen.
They were in a can.
I bet you ate them one at a time.
You can't do that with canned
Hell
ones.
nah.
He can. He can do anything he wants.
Within the boundaries of physicality and logic.
Maybe if I had like a toothpick, I could just poke one, poke two.
Sometimes Jesse defies logic. This is Armageddon time we're talking about.
Oh yeah, if you've seen my videos.
Mhm.
Go see my videos, by the way. YouTube.com/ArmageddonTime. I'm playing through Mario RPG.
Rock on.
Okay, so that was the designated List Critics bathroom break.
Welcome
Yep.
back, listeners.
Thank you.
If you needed to go, Jesse, well, too late.
Nah, I'm good. I went before I left, unlike some people.
Going to
Don't make me turn this car around, boys.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so this next one is in the bottom of a huge container of raw rice. It says,
Oh.
"Buy your own rice for fuck's sake."
At the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is in somebody's drawer. It says, "You have no reason to be in this drawer. Buy your own eye serum. We talked about this."
Eye serum?
You probably mean eye drops? I don't know.
It's,
I technically have eye serum in the fridge.
eye serum it goes underneath the eyes to get rid of dark circles and bagginess.
Oh, so it's like a lotion or something.
Oh.
More like an oily substance, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, an ointment.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, because why would you put that in your eye? That would be seriously painful.
This person wrote, "When you drop..." This is amazing. "When you drop noodles, pick them up. I don't like the way they feel on my feet."
Right?
Wow, you're living with horrible people.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, I don't have that problem. If I drop something food-oriented on the floor, I have my Silas vacuum
You got
ball.
you got the living vacuum cleaner right there.
As long as it's something he can eat, you know?
Well, I tell you, one time when I was living with my parents, the dogs, and somebody dropped a piece of chocolate,
Oh,
I had to launch myself across the room to tackle both dogs
Oh.
because they both lunged for it.
of course they did. They
You
don't
just
know.
hung.
Oh no!
They don't know any better. Yeah.
This is written on a note taped to a thermostat. It says, "I will straight up murder the next person who uses cool and fan together. Stop it."
Really? Someone decided to do that.
That doesn't even seem possible. Most thermostats have off, cool, fan, and heat.
Mm-hmm.
So how could you put them together? Okay, so this whole time that we've been talking, I've been taking a shit. And you were out there doing something. Julie's been texting me, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in a precarious situation. What am I doing? List critics, going to the bathroom, talking to Jesse across the house." And she said, "Are you already recording?" I said, "Well, we're nearly done. Just so you don't mind if I send you this." Just got a picture message. What are we going to see here?
Boobs.
Oh my.
Boobs and
Bobbles.
gorgeous leg.
Oh my.
Those sound like good things to me.
I won't be saying what I saw, but it was...
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
dear.
You're no fun.
No, not while I'm recording. All right,
That's private.
this one, okay, here's a note that says, "I'm sorry your sexual adventures are so unfrequent that you have to let the whole house know about it."
Oh, sad life.
Oh.
Hashtag sad life.
Hashtag sad life. Here's a sticky note that says, "Derek, peeing in the toilet bowl is a non-negotiable part of having indoor plumbing. If you don't like aiming, go outside."
Just let it spray free like an unfettered hose.
Woo.
Ooh.
Don't have that.
Well, as a guy, Jesse, you know that there is a certain primal pleasure in peeing outside, though.
Yes.
It's kind of like back to nature, very manly, you know what I mean?
Free to pee.
Yeah. And I think, ladies, you can get in on this. You could squat and pee in the woods. There's no reason you can't.
It's complicated.
Well, I guess.
It's like a Facebook status. It's complicated.
Okay, so this is a... I am so sorry that I cleaned the entire house alone again. I am also sorry for doing everybody's dishes, cleaning up after their dinners. Have fun trashing the entire apartment, especially since I have never been loud. Smiley face.
Yikes. Passive aggressive.
Wow.
Wow.
How much more passive aggressive can you get?
Okay, there's this huge cup. I mean, honestly, I would describe this more as a goblet.
Okay.
With, it says Queen on it, emblazed in, like, jewels. And somebody put a sticky note that says, "This cup is not Queen, it's dirty. Please wash."
I like
nice.
it. Sorry, I'm also talking to Julie here.
We say hi.
Something saying.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie. This one says, "Thank you for
Hey,
making me, thank you for making me laugh every day. I love you." And then under that is another post-it note that says, "Please stop wasting my post-it notes. Thanks."
Yikes. That's mean.
Okay, this is a really, really long note.
Oh.
On 2 pieces of paper. Very nice handwriting. There's even a bullet list in it.
Oh boy.
Wow. I wonder if there's a PowerPoint presentation to go with it.
There might be. Let's see. This is amazing. I'm going to read this. "I'm detecting foul body odor coming from your bed sheets and closet.
No.
Due to the humidity, age, and overall neglect of the Howell building, there are a lot of bacteria, and they function at a significantly higher rate than in most other structures. The bacteria feed on human excretions and other easy food sources. These are, but not limited to, sebaceous and apocrine gland secretions, actual food, fecal residues from farting, etc. As you may or may not be aware of, the bacteria that is metabolizing these substances are odor-causing. Since we are paying in excess of $2,000 for these rooms per semester, cooperation to ensure a livable room and satisfactory cohabitation is a very high priority. I pay out of pocket for myself, so I'm resentful that the room almost always falls short in cleanliness and appearance and or odor. The smell is not from room humidity. End of story. To remedy this problem, take the following steps in this order. Launder, and here's your bullet list. Launder bed sheets and dirty clothes. Use, oh god, there's like a fucking math problem for how much soap to use. Take a long, thorough shower. Fold or hang your clothes. Hanging is best since there is space to air out. Do not pile them to do later. If you've sweated considerably doing this, take another shower. To keep sheets and laundry from excessive odor, follow these rules. Shirts are worn only once, then go in the laundry. Pants are up to 48 hours. Sweaters, hoodies, jackets are up to 36 hours. If you sweated profusely, follow the rule with the shirts. Underwear should be replaced in less than 24 hours. You will get skid marks if you wear them for more than 72 hours. Well, you get skid marks if you don't wipe yourself, too.
Yeah.
Socks go in the laundry after each use, even if you wore them for a minute or a day. Shower before going to bed. Don't half-ass it. Minimize farting on clothes items. If you can't help it, buy some enzyme tablets or probiotics and minimize sugar consumption. Baking soda is your friend. This gets rid of nearly any odor as long as it can be sourced. Cologne, Axe, etc. is not a substitute for a shower. Neither is spraying that stuff substitute for a clean odor. Additionally, fragrances tend to amplify existing odors. Bacteria like fragrances because it's food. That's about it for now. Make sure that you're not being a direct or indirect embodiment of Schadenfreude. Take action immediately. P.S. You may want to launder your bed sheets twice a month. The reason you have a countdown timer of farts when you're about to wake up naturally. They come out in intervals of 6 to 12 minutes. Replace pants and possibly underwear more frequently as well. The more you know.
Okay. I agree
beautiful.
with clothing items because, like, you know what I mean? If you wear a pair of socks for a minute, no.
That's a little bit excessive.
No.
Of
Like,
course, if you got dirty, sweaty, nasty, skanky feet, then yeah.
well, there's a difference. Like, I can get away with wearing a pair of socks for a couple days, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless they get wet or I'm doing
Well,
something.
you're keeping yourself clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
That's some good etiquette. Man, they really paid attention.
Right?
Well, this one guy is just, yeah. So that was at a 24. Carissa, what do you say out of 24?
There were a few that just were like, but maybe like a...
You kind of got to imagine the situation behind it, too.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say for a score?
Like a 20.
Jesse, what do you say?
21.
I'm going to go 21 as well. 21.
Ganging up on me, I see, bitches.
Ooh.
That's how we roll.
Downhill.
Shit rolls downhill.
Oh.
And then the other thing I have to disagree with is that, yeah, some spray scent can be fed on, but the majority of, like, room sprays or linen spray is alcohol.
Well, what you mentioned, you got to use a disinfectant that is
Oh, yeah.
also a deodorizer.
Yeah.
Not just something to cover the smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay, so let's see. What else do we got here?
in the bathroom.
Oh my.
And don't make it apple cinnamon smell because I don't want to think of shit every time I eat apple cinnamon anything.
I agree. That is fucked up.
That's quite psychological. When
You don't want to be
think
sitting there eating an apple pie and thinking of mowing down on a big plate full of shit.
That's some Pavlovian shit right there.
Ugh,
about it. Yeah, it is, really.
nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Narst.
Moist. All right, I'm trying to find something interesting here.
No luck.
Oh,
Well, there's just so many things here. Let me go back to my email.
no.
Okay, here's one from Almighty Santa.
Oh,
Sent
yeah.
in his top favorite band names ever.
Ooh.
So these are fucked up band names.
Okay.
Number 10, Anal Cunt.
I used to own an album by this band.
You don't even want to
Just-
say it.
It was called Penis Envy.
Anal Cunt, Penis Envy.
Yep.
Wow. That's
Picture a
everything.
bulldog doll on the cover.
Yeah. Number 9 is 7,000 Dying Rats.
Cool.
Very specific.
They're not
Yeah.
dead. They're just in the middle of dying.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. Maybe by the time you buy the album, they're dead. Okay, number 8, Pig Destroyer.
What?
Pig Destroyer.
I think I've heard of them. I don't know though.
I've heard of this next one, number 7. I used to go through these lists of like Century Media or whatever, and they had these hilarious band names. Cock ESP.
Wow.
And I kind of wonder, I always wonder, does that mean that your cock has ESP, or that you have ESP specific to cocks? Like, you can always tell when there's a cock around.
Or maybe what a cock is thinking.
Oh, there you go.
Only one of two things.
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
both at the same time if it's a real dire situation, but,
Oh, God, I hope not.
That would be
number
traumatic.
Number 6 is Gore Beyond Necropsy.
Whoa.
That's good. Number 5 is Fuck, I'm Dead.
well, okay then.
They're a grindcore band. I'm actually familiar with them. Number 4, Bong Water.
Alright.
Number 3, REO Speed Dealer.
I've heard of them.
You sure you haven't heard of REO Speedwagon?
No, they've since shortened their name to just Speed Dealer now.
Oh, okay.
Huh. That one's okay, I guess. Yeah.
With just one D.
Number 2, the Butthole Surfers.
Who are now another band. No, wait. I'm thinking of Rainbow Butt Monkeys. Never mind.
Rainbow Butt Monkeys. Oh
Wow.
my God! Wow. And number 1, Alien Sex Fiend. That's a lot of things all at once, huh? Yeah.
Hmm. That's
By the way,
like,
Rainbow Butt Monkeys.
These are pretty amusing. I'm gonna go 8. Jesse.
I'm thinking 8 as well.
Carissa.
7.
Gotta be different.
Fuck off.
Yep. Alright, I can leave.
All right. Calm down, you guys. Calm down.
Alright.
Never.
Julie's doing her very best to distract me, and it is working.
Are we gonna need to use the cock ESP?
I think she has that. I think she has the cock ESP.
Should text that to her. Do you have cock ESP?
Oh my god. Alright, let's do one more, huh guys?
Why, you got a little Skinamax going on over there?
A little is not the answer to that.
I'm actually starting to get in the mood for potatoes because I've been staring at one for a couple hours now.
I am a potato.
I wouldn't mind a nice big potato, maybe some sour cream, chives.
You are wrong.
I am right. Just
You are wrong.
Potatoes have eyes.
They do. They have eyes, yeah.
Yep.
the potatoes have eyes.
That's exactly where I was
a
going
potato.
to.
Okay, well, here's a, Nah, I don't want to do that one.
Then don't do it.
How about we haven't done a video game one in a while.
Well, you know, it's the end of your special. I don't know. People are not sending interesting ones, you know what I mean?
Not this time, huh?
Well, here's a video game one from, Who is this from?
Beep, bop, boop.
I'll try to, like... Oh, it's S. Serpent.
Ah.
This is 100 video game villains.
Ooh.
Let's see if I can't... He writes, let's see if I can't kick IGN's ass. The List Critics episode from October 2011 still weeps at that list IGN made.
Oh, dear.
So I'll read these 10 at a time, okay?
Alrighty.
Alright, number 100, the Slime from Dragon Quest. Number 99, Komodo Dragons from Far Cry 3. Number 98, Proto Man or Breakman from Mega Man 3. Number 97, Xylon Banestar from Star Raiders. Number 96, Calypso from Twisted Metal. Number 95, Red Falcon from Contra. Number 94, Moblin from The Legend of Zelda. Number 93, Amakusa from Samurai Showdown. Number 92, Dane Vogel from Saints Row 2. And number 91, Abobo from Double Dragon.
Hmm. Yeah, these seem like some like a level 100 to 90 tier ones, like Moblins. I wouldn't put them too high.
I mean, nothing amazing, but...
Well, a Bobo's a little more namely, I guess.
I can't speak for a lot of them because I'm not an entirely huge gamer, but I know quite a few.
There you go. Alright, moving on. Number 90, Fulgore from Killer Instinct. Number 89, Warp from Super Mario Bros. 2, American version. Number 88, Big Smile from Sleeping Dogs. Number 87, Dark Queen from Battletoads. Number 86, Mimics from Legacy of the Wizard. Number 85, Goomba from Super Mario Bros. Number 84, Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country. 83, Zemus Zeromus from Final Fantasy IV. Number 82, Dragon from Mega Man 2. And number 81, Mayro from Saints Row 2.
Fuck that dragon from fucking Mega Man 2.
Why don't you like him?
Well, back when I was a kid, I would always die because he would move the screen.
Yep.
Well, you gotta move with the screen, dude.
I didn't know back then because I was a stupid kid.
Exactly.
And I remember when I played Battletoads, I always thought that the evil queen looked pretty, as I put it then.
Well, yeah. She was supposed to be, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Number 80, Vampire Enemies from The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Number 79, Jaquio from Ninja Gaiden. Number 77, Pharaoh Man from Mega Man 4. Number 76, Keela from Legacy of the Wizard. Number 75, Motorized Patriot from Bioshock Infinite. Number 74, Brutes from Saints Row the Third. Number 73, Bald Bull from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Number 72, Goro from Mortal Kombat. And number 71, Andross from Star Fox.
Ooh, getting into some bigger ones already.
Yep.
Well, you know, one thing that they're doing a lot of here, he's doing a lot of, is that he's putting a lot of, like, generic enemies, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's just bad guys.
Yeah.
Whether it's bosses, like, just villains.
It's not real villains or bosses, it's just like a generic bad guys and then some
vampire
bosses.
enemies from Skyrim. I mean, like, there's a lot of vampires in Skyrim you could have used, you know?
Right?
But then you stick, like, Andross and Goro in there, you know?
That is true, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 70, Red Demon from Ghosts and Goblins. They're actually called Firebrands.
Right.
Number 69, Metroids from Metroid. Number 68, Eggplant Wizard from Kid Icarus. Number 67, Dutch van der Linde from Red Dead Redemption. Number 66, Iron Knuckles in Zelda 2. Number 65, Commander K. Rool from Donkey Kong Country 2. Number 64, Bobby from Clock Tower. Number 63, Origami Killer from Heavy Rain. And number 71, Zinyak from Saints Row 4.
The Origami Killer is... I don't know, more awesome than Andros?
Well, I mean, he's not going by more awesome, is he? I mean...
Well, what are we basing this on, then?
It's a little vague, yeah.
Yeah, because then you could say our Goomba, or let's say, Don Medusa from Lolo, or the Red Demons from Ghosts and Goblins are more awesome than, like, Zeromus. You know? Or I don't know. I think he's going by iconic.
I don't know, it's a little vague.
Yeah.
Oh, well, continue, I suppose.
Alright, yeah, I'll move on. Number 60, Garland from Final Fantasy. 59, Sophia Lamb from Bioshock 2. 58, Idol from Killer Instinct. Number 57, Yellow Demon from Mega Man. Number 56 and 55, Rocksteady and Bebop from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. Number 54, Al Gore from South Park, The Stick of Truth. 53, Fleaman from Castlevania. Number 52, Sigma from Mega Man X. And number 51, Sub-Zero from the original Mortal Kombat.
Al Gore.
It is Matt Bear Pig!
That one I know. Al Gore.
I am trying to raise Man Bear Pig.
Man Bear Pig.
This is a strange list, just the way that they're all ordered.
It's already better than the IGN one, though.
Yeah.
Well, he's got, like, a shit ton of stuff on there. Like, it's not just, top 10 villains, or...
Well, no, the IGN one was top 100, too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crappy.
This is a surprised mixed bag.
Yeah, number 50, the Dragon Lord from Dragon Quest. Number 41, Aghanim from Zelda, Legend Link to the Past. 48, Archvile from Doom 2. Number 47, Mizuki from Samurai Showdown 2. Number 46, Birdo from Super Mario Bros. 2. Number 45, Antocalius from Chronicles of a Dark Lord.
Nice.
Number 44, Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. Number 43, Hargon from Dragon Quest 2. Number 42, Gutsman from Mega Man. And number 41, Sodom from Final Fight.
Oh.
Interesting.
You know, Birdo would rather be called Birdetta.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that in Japan,
Sorry, guys.
Birdo is not even called Birdo. It's called Kathy.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Kathy?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like the woman's name?
Yeah.
That's
Birdo's name in Japan, Kathy.
That's really strange.
So it turns out Birdo really is a girl, I guess.
In Japan, Birdo's considered transsexual.
Ah.
America.
Really?
Yeah. In America, Birdo is just female.
Oh.
Interesting.
Number 40, Phantom Train from Final Fantasy VI. Number 39, Baramos from Dragon Quest 3. Number 38, Ultros from Final Fantasy VI. Number 37, The Big Book from Super Mario World.
Nice.
36, Nurse Edna from Maniac Mansion. 35, Wizrobes from The Legend of Zelda. Number 34, Killbane from Saints Row the Third. Number 33, Alduin from The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Number 32, Sander Cohen from Bioshock. And number 1, Rubicant from Final Fantasy IV.
Oh, yeah.
I know that one, yep.
So
I do like that there's some FF6 love. Ultros,
Yes.
he was pretty iconic in that game. Annoying as hell, but fun.
Very amusing character, though.
Mm-hmm.
And the train, of course, from Final Fantasy.
The Phantom Train.
Which you
Phoenix Down.
You could suplex the chain if you care to.
Yeah, it was Sabin. Pretty funny.
Yeah.
I know the cheat about the train.
Yeah, just use a Phoenix Down, you're done.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright, number 30, The Ghost from Pac-Man. Number 29, Pig Cops from Duke Nukem 3D. Number 28, Rapthorn from Dragon Quest 8. Number 27, Gil from Street Fighter 3. Number 26, Metal Babel from Dragon Quest.
Okay.
Number 25, Cyrus Temple from Saints Row the Third. Number 24, Cougars from Red Dead Redemption. Number 23, the Bouncer Big Daddy from Bioshock. Number 22, Mr. Robotnik from Sonic the Hedgehog. And number 21, Chaos from Chrono Trigger. See, like, there's a lot of just, like, random mooks, like Chaoses and Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Pig Cops and Duke Nukem, I mean...
Like, I wonder what was going through his head when he was rating these, like,
Yeah, I don't know what he's basing. I really can't figure it out.
It's like you just slapped him on a list and ta-da.
Kinda, yeah. Number 20, Metul from Mega Man 2. Number 19, Willy from Double Dragon. Number 18, Dual Magus from Dragon Quest 8. Number 17, Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat. Number 16, Voss from Far Cry 3. Number 15, Ridley from Super Metroid. Number 14, Roy Earl from L.A. Noire. Number 13, Dimitri from Grand Theft Auto 4. Number 12, Pizarro. He writes Sorrow, but it's Pizarro from Dragon Quest 4. And number 11, Zachary Hell Comstock from Bioshock Infinite.
Oh.
That's a complicated. Zachary Hell Comstock. Are we ready for the top 10?
Sure.
Yeah, let's see where he goes with
Finishing
this.
out the year with S. Serpent's top 10 here for video game villains. Number 10, Cyber Demon from Doom.
Ooh.
Number 9,
Okay.
Kevin Weston from Grand Theft Auto 5. 8, Zoma from Dragon Quest 3. Number 7, M. Bison from Street Fighter 2. Number 6, Dr. Wily from Mega Man. Number 5, Ganon from The Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
4, Dracula from Castlevania.
Fucking A.
Number 3, Andrew Ryan from Bioshock. Number 2, Kefka from Final Fantasy VI.
Yes.
And number 1, Bowser from
All right.
Super Mario Brothers.
Pretty iconic.
Now, before we rate it, he left this note here, which I think is funny. He writes, "Suck it, IGN. Oh, and where is Sephiroth? He's on the list. He's number 12, derp." Number 12 is Pizarro the Manslayer.
Oh, okay.
Sephiroth is a huge rip-off of Pizarro the Manslayer.
Oh.
He even looks exactly like it. Hold on, I'll show you a picture. I'll Facebook it to you since I know you're having a hard time with
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I'll put it in Skype as well so that Carissa can see it, but
Well, I have no mouse, so
you have no
Oh.
mouse.
That is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I hooked it up to my my little netbook so that I could sit and watch a movie while Tanya was chilling with you
All right,
guys.
well, I'll just
Doing
Facebook
this
it to Jesse so he can see.
That's-
You'll see that. Take away the pointy ears and you have Sephiroth.
Alrighty. I just clicked it. Let's zoom in here. Really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like,
That was from an NES game, so...
I totally
No.
would have ripped off Tanya's mouse, but it doesn't compute with the netbook because it's only a Windows XP.
Alright, well, out of 100, I think this was better than the IGN list, even though it was kind of just, like, all over the place. I'm going to give it a 80. Carissa.
80 sounds good to me, yeah.
Jesse.
I'm gonna go a little higher. 85. I really liked it. It was a hot mess, but it was a fun, good hot mess.
I wasn't
Kinda like
sure
your
where it
mom.
was going.
Haha. Mom.
Just based on that, a few points, I wasn't really sure where the fuck it was going.
Yeah, I don't know what he was basing it on, but it was better than
It
the...
was pretty, it was pretty good though.
Alright, well,
Blows.
that's the end of your episode. You guys have happy holidays and all that?
Yep. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe.
Absolutely.
Peace and happy whatever holiday you celebrate.
And tell
Peace
Tanya
and
to stop
bacon
throwing
grease.
up. Tell Tanya to stop throwing up.
She did. She's out cold.
Oh, good.
Oh,
She must have
wow.
overworked herself.
Yeah, we
Maybe
wish her
something
well.
she ate. I don't know.
Alright, that's it. I'm gonna stop right here.